she drink it all? Oh no. Wait, she said she put it. Where the fuck is my beer? Like, it's supposed to be in the fridge. Oh damn. She covered it with lettuce.
That's how you hide it. Keep it
Damn
protected.
you. Oh man. So, you want to hear something funny?
Sure.
I found a market for husky hair.
Okay.
People actually buy husky hair and make jewelry out of it, like necklaces or fucking bracelets.
I wasn't expecting jewelry.
Yeah. So I'm like, I ferminated my dog today and brushed him out, dude. He had so much fur, he could have made two more dogs with his fur. So I backed it up. I'm like, she was like, why are you backing up? I was like, dude, people pay money for this. She goes, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking serious.
It's for all those furry conventions.
No, dude, there's even a lady in Minnesota that makes sweaters out of it. I looked into it, I'm like, oh, there's a market for this. Holy crap. It's not like a huge market, but stupid people buy it. So who am I to say that, hey, make some money off of their stupidity?
You're the one bagging up hair.
Well, I have to, dude. I can't suck that stuff in my vacuum cleaner or clog it.
I was
I
gonna
usually
say,
just bag it and throw it away.
who says they're stupid? I mean, if they're using it to make more money, then what's wrong with that?
Huh? I'm not saying. I just find it dumb.
Well, that's because
Like,
you have it at your disposal. You know, somebody who doesn't, then that's kind of important to what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, there are people, you know, who do a lot of horsehair jewelry.
yeah, that's true.
And it's not all that much different than that.
I remember having all that problem with someone kept cutting our horses' tails.
Yep.
I remember mom's like, someone's down there by my horses, go get them. I'm like, I'm on it. And when I got down there, they took off. And be damned, fucking Sonny's tail was short. Oh, there you are. So I got everything organized now.
Oh yeah.
Finally. Oh yeah, come on. Everything is organized. You can grab what you need. I also got an anvil, a smoker for food. I got a shit ton of food for you. Cooked food, materials, enchanted books.
Welcome.
Building stuff.
Purple Kemi.
And also, there is weapons and tools right here.
Hey there, Purple Kemi. How's it going?
No,
Did you know there was like a little miniature pond up at the top of this hill?
no.
I just found
But-
a little mini pond.
I have a bow here that I fished out of the sea.
Okay.
And it's super powerful. It kills in one hit. Punch 2, power 4.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. One hitter quitter there, bud.
And you know, I got one similar to that I have in my chest back here. Let me see what it is. It was something similar. I remember meaning to ask
I
you
also
about
got-
your enchantments.
I also got Clay a freaking like fishing rod with Luck of the Sea 3 on it.
Oh, that's
Or
nice.
two.
That's
Ah,
nice.
here it is. It's Unbreaking 3, Mending 1, Power 4, and Punch 2 on a bow.
Whoa.
Yeah, I fished that one out last night whenever,
Well, I actually been saving
were
something
playing.
for you, and I'm gonna give it to you.
X gonna give it to you.
X gonna give it to you. X to the Z. Oh. Damn, that's old school,
You
bro.
know, pimp his ride or what?
This is X to the Z. Oh, wait. Am I missing? Oh.
We put a flat screen on your flat screen.
That is hilarious. Okay,
Dude, I
I need.
will talk shit, but I was kind of obsessed with that show when I was a kid.
So was I, dude. Hey, dude, do you remember you and Chris put my Mustang in for to get pimped back in the day?
Yeah, never happened.
Never happened. Like, damn, my brother, even because it wasn't in bad shape.
Dude, they could have put so many flash screens in that thing. Alright, that's a good start right there.
We also tried
good-
Chris's
Good looking
Camaro
little
too.
dock.
That was funny. Good times, good times. Okay, I'm missing freaking. Oh crap, where is it? I need string.
There's some in my chests in the.
Yeah,
Little
I
house?
don't have
Mine.
any on me. Sorry.
It's alright. I need the string to. I looked down there in the mines. I didn't see any.
Should be some.
I looked in them where it says materials. Oh,
I might have some. I just killed a couple of spiders.
I need all you can give. I need 5 pieces. I have 2, so
Give me just a second.
The fuck are you trying
Let's
to
see what I
build?
got.
I'm trying to build a bow and a fishing rod.
Nope.
Um.
If I've got it, it's in those chests.
Oh,
Well,
actually, you know what? My bad. I don't need it for a fishing rod. I got one. I got a full health one. I just need one more string then.
I was gonna say one of the weapons or something had a bunch of damaged bows in it. No, I'm wrong.
Oh, I have to use the anvil to repair this because it's enchanted.
Oh. Okay.
But I did find a bow that almost had full health on it, so a regular standard bow. So where's that fishing rod? Okay.
So I did my first raid in my world
Yeah.
yesterday.
How'd that go?
I was not expecting it. I did it, so well enough. I died once or twice,
That's not too
but I was
bad.
able to retrieve all my stuff. Yeah, honestly I was just like, is this like never ending? Because I had no idea when it was gonna stop.
Alright, I'm gonna go find a spider since it's nighttime now.
But I knocked out all 5 rounds on my lonesome, protected both of my villagers. Nobody died. I've got the little success emblem
Oh.
whenever I go in my village now.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, that freaking... Okay, I joined his world. I was so freaking laggy, but he was running perfect, and I have like 10 times faster internet than he does. And I was saying it has to be his internet because he's hosting.
Yeah.
So that's why I was lagging and he wasn't?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's literally running it on his system. There's no way he can lag.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I was trying to explain to him, but he
Fair
said
enough.
it has to be me. And I was like, you know what? Well, I'll ask
Yeah, no,
Alex
because
'cause I
normally
can't
whenever like my
articulate it.
internet's getting stressed out, his voice will cut out or something like that. And there was like everything was running perfect. Even, you know, my music that was playing wasn't buffering or anything. So I figured that, I don't know, it was something else.
Well, that can be your router too, because it might just be a matter of.
I'm on my phone's hotspot.
Okay.
It's my NAT type on the internet at my house is type 3, so I can't connect to anybody on Minecraft unless I'm on my hotspot.
Type 3?
Yeah, so it's strict. It won't let me connect to any other players.
Okay.
At least on Minecraft. It lets me in other games, but I did have an issue with my other games whenever I first got here, trying to figure that out. So now whenever I have connection issues where it's literally like everything seems to be running fine, but it won't let me connect to other players, it's my NAT type.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, I need, yes, correct. Pink. Alright.
But it was only. Well, no, you would have been running your entire system through that, right?
Mhm.
Not just Minecraft, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of lag,
Oh wow, I'm giving you a better fishing rod than I have. It has luck of the C3. I only have luck of the C2. Awesome. There we go.
I dropped another
And then-
bow in there that's almost at full health. So whatever you're repairing, it should work with.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna drop these to you. Here we go. Where is it? That one?
oh,
And that one.
speaking of lagging out,
Check them out. Save those for you.
I'm all lagged out right now.
Awesome, thank you.
They're really good.
I can definitely use the bow right now.
Yeah, I need to repair that one that I've got. So just out of curiosity, am I in the house in the chest room right now?
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I can't interact with anything, so I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, damn, that's not good.
Yeah, it won't let me eat my food. I'm just waiting. Eventually the sound will catch up. It's because I did something on my phone like a dummy.
Oh, okay.
Welcome. Squeak Bee said,
Hello, B. How you doing?
Uh-oh. Did I fuck up? Oh no, I fucked up.
What happened?
I think I used my fishing rod to repair yours.
No!
No, I didn't. Thank God I didn't. I was about to panic.
I was gonna say, if you only need one enchanted thing to repair, or you only need a normal thing to repair an enchanted one. You don't need to put two together.
I didn't. I found it.
Okay. What the hell was I trying to find? There we go. Maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna disconnect real quick, guys. I will be right back. 'Cause this does not seem to be working.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird.
What's up?
Now that Alex is joined,
Squeak
did I
Bee
screw up there?
said,
No,
sorry
you're good.
if I overhyped
okay.
that one guy's videos
Sorry.
too much.
Now that Diesel's joined, it shows you in my PlayStation Network friends and my cross-platform friends
Interesting.
with your two different usernames rather than just once.
Huh. Very weird.
Hmm.
Indubitably.
Welcome.
Okay,
Commander
that's
Root.
all I needed. Just a quick reset.
And yeah, as far as long as you're just using my first name, it's totally fine.
Okay, yeah, no, I screw up doing that crap a lot. So, I try to remember. Okay, anywho's it. I need some more ice for my next drink, so I'll be right back, fellas.
Oh, okay.
So what are you drinking on, beer too, or some cocktail?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm for the most part, I'm just sticking to tea.
I'm just haven't been drinking much, so this is like my first beer of the night. I'll probably have a couple. Call it quits.
Alright. Not sure if I'm a fan of this old-fashioned mix, but I got it, so I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, old fashions are better when you make them yourself.
Yeah, no, the mix is overly sweet. So I think I'm just gonna put a little more whiskey in it. Where is...
No, all you gotta do if you have club soda, pour a little club soda in it. I'll take it down. The sweetness it should.
Really? That'll... Oh,
I
well.
do not have.
Save that for another time, then.
What is that? Where's my mix? I've gone off and lost.
Just realized
There it is.
some things are missing some light. And they need light.
Yeah, I still need to light up my little farmhouse.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I'm lighting up the outside.
Yeah, no, I've been working on the garden, so. I think I finally got a solid design for it, though. That should keep monsters out.
Yeah.
I just gotta make some more fencing, and also made us another dock to fish off of once I fence it off.
Alright.
I think I'm going to build a chicken foundry. Oh.
Oh, and that,
Nice.
dude, these are pretty cool. The one I saw.
I
this
gotta
in
know
the
what
world.
this is, so
Yeah,
feel free to
it's
enlighten me.
pretty cool.
It's really simple. Also can be referenced as a chicken dungeon.
So, like Tyson?
What?
Like
Oh,
Tyson.
Tyson like the food. At first I thought you said Mike Tyson, and I was like,
He'd probably do some weird shit to chickens, too. I lost my swizzle sticks, so now I'm stirring my drinks with a Sharpie. That's where I'm at in life, guys.
yeah, it's not that bad.
Get some of that high life going on, bro.
Let's see here. Ladders and how many sticks do I have? Plenty. Ladders and a trapdoor. That ought to do it. I think I only need 2 ladders.
Oh, you see the tree house I built for Kendra? She's like, because she's gonna start playing with me like, during the day and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, build me a tree house. I want a tree house." So I built her a tree house.
It's doing it again. Damn.
What, freezing up on you?
Yeah, I can't interact with anything again. You know what? I'm busy.
Your what?
My internet's being wonky right now, so I'm just gonna pull off the game and I'm just gonna watch the stream.
Okay.
Lame. Just why don't you just hook it up to the house Wi-Fi?
Hey. And
Did you hear me, Clay?
I did not.
I said, why don't you just hook the PlayStation up to the house Wi-Fi? We got one hit clear for these creepers. Boom, dead.
Even then, I wouldn't be able to join your world because of that Matt type it.
Oh, that's stupid.
But yeah, so
You know, one thing I did not know about, Alex, is that I didn't know you can shoot bows underwater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how well the arrow travels is a different story.
I was shooting squids just now, going some squid hunting. I just killed a fucking raw salmon. I'm just like, ding, bow fishing.
ding.
Don't go too far, you're gonna hit some water.
Yeah.
What is going on? Oh. For some odd reason, my drink tastes salty.
Did you
Somebody
scratch your
peed in
nuts?
my cup.
Are you serious?
No.
Did you really think someone peed in your cup? Claytonia? I said, you really think someone peed in your cup?
Oh, no, I don't.
You're breaking up real bad.
Sorry. My phone is just like I don't know what's going on with it today. It's running really slow. Normally it'll run, you know, a solid 25 to 30 megabits, but not today.
Weird. Hey, Alex, you want to see something fucking crazy?
What's up?
Come here. Look at this. Now, I want to see if you can see it on your screen. Is that open to you?
Yeah.
It won't close.
No, it won't. Cool.
One of the chests?
Yeah, I think the one of them you
Is
tried
it-
to open is...
Yeah, it's one of the ones I was glitching out on, probably.
I'm wondering if that has something to do with why you were locking up.
I have no idea.
Should I disconnect and reconnect?
No? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to affect the gameplay at all.
Oh, okay.
Ah, chicken dungeon. I see what you mean now. So you can just walk in and out freely, pick up the eggs and run out. Chickens can't get them.
Well, it isn't just getting the eggs. It's, you know, if you throw the eggs, there's like a, I don't know, 10% chance that it births another chicken.
Welcome. Play ski.
So, we get some chickens down there. They start laying eggs, and then all we have to do is throw the eggs around, and that increases the number of chickens without having to actually feed them.
Huh.
So you aren't spending resources on them the way you are other livestock. Plus, they not only drop the meat and the eggs, they drop the feathers, which are necessary for arrows. And most of the time I don't deal with gravel that much, but since it looks like you've already got like quite a lot of flint, fucking might as well go for it and, you know, start building those. And then once we get the a fortress in the Nether, we can start making poisoned arrows.
Okay, so flint. Sorry, I cut out again for that last part. What do you need the flint for?
Arrows.
Arrows
okay.
and
Yeah, no, I
poison
came
arrows.
across massively huge gravel
You've already got tons of
patch whenever it's just for.
you've already got tons of flint. So if we start getting chickens, then that means feathers, and we can use all that to make a whole shitload of arrows.
Yeah. A shit ton of arrows, yeah. That's what we need. I need to get this horse. The horse I got sucked. Gosh, I need to go.
Welcome. Jos Marsho. Welcome. Shrieking Havoc.
Whoa. This horse is fast. And he's got a lot of hip. And he can jump really, really high. No.
You get yourself a sea biscuit.
Yes, I did. Whop.
Awesome.
I can almost reach it. Ooh, a chicken. 2 of them.
Yep. There's a
I got
third
some-
one here.
I got like an egg or 2.
Okay.
How do you scare them?
What do you mean?
I thought you had to scare them to get them to drop eggs.
No, they just lay them randomly.
Oh. Chicky. Lay egg. Lay egg. Don't go in water. What? excuse me.
But if you have any back at home, then that's a good starting point for.
I think I have like a couple, maybe one or two. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, we can try.
Alright, I'm gonna go put this horse up in the stalls. Alright, here we go. You are gonna go right now.
One egg.
Ooh, Clay's back on. Enjoy. Alright. 2 to 8 players online. What's this mean? There are 2 to 8 players online. Engineer D.
2 out of 8.
Okay.
You said Clay was back on, so I wanted to see like if he was actually showing up in the game.
He popped up on my PlayStation.
Yeah,
thing.
no, it's
Oh, okay.
sorry. I turned off my hotspot and it apparently cut me out of voice. I've been talking to myself for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, I didn't even realize until he said, "Oh, he's back on." What? I'm talking to you. What do you mean back?
No, you popped on my PlayStation.
Yeah. No,
shined
the
in.
house Wi-Fi is actually up right now. I'm gonna try to join you guys, but I'm not very.
Alright, cool. Okay, I forgot what I was gonna do. Oh, now I know what I was gonna do. How to go into settings.
Yeah.
Remember?
Okay.
Alright, Alex.
Hmm.
You are promoted to operator
Thank you.
in my world. So, operator. Yeah, as in he can do commands and stuff and yada yada.
Yeah, I don't understand the difference between member and operator, but
Operator can use console commands to change the way the game actually runs.
oh, fancy.
He knows how to do all that stuff. I don't, so that's why I said, he's operator. I think we're gonna have phantoms. So
Sleep time.
yeah. Hey, you want to see something cool before you go to sleep?
Sure.
Come stand right here where I'm at and look straight up.
Oh, the big, yeah. No, I actually saw that when I was out chasing the chickens around. I was like, is there another glitch? Do we have a torch in the sky? And then I was like, oh wait, no, that's no torch.
Yeah, no. He
I built
decided
scaffolding.
that it would be a good idea to burn down the scaffolding while I was on top of it.
It was so funny.
Yeah. Only because that's what made you realize that you didn't have, keep inventory and experience on.
I didn't know. I thought it was just keep inventory. I didn't know it was I get to keep the experience if you die. I thought it was just inventory.
What's I gonna look for?
My whole new world.
Yeah. It's just not letting me connect to your world on this thing.
Some bitch.
I mean, if I were able to run, like, my phone and stuff, and then just put my hotspot on the PlayStation, that would probably be fine too, but it's just not able to do both, I think.
What if... Oh wait, you don't have the headphone jack for the other phone you have.
Yeah, I mean, even then,
I was like, what if you just use the other phone on the house Wi-Fi and use the PlayStation for your hotspot?
Yeah, it's too complicated. I'm just gonna watch you guys play and chill out on the mic. Because, I mean, really, I only play games for the social aspect anyways.
Stone slab.
So why not watch games for the social aspect?
I play games because I'm lonely.
Like I said, the social aspect.
No, I like being lonely in my games.
I'm digging
Makes
your
me
lights
feel
in the
better.
background.
Oh, thank you.
Those are freaking sweet.
Oh yeah, I did pop into your stream last night and saw those lights.
Oh, that's
Interesting, too.
cool. So if
Have
you
you
click a wall with the
considered,
grindstone, it actually puts it against the. Sorry, what?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that it's cool that if you click.
Oh, That is cool.
If you click a wall, the grindstone doesn't place on the floor. It mounts it to the wall.
Oh, that is cool.
I'm sorry, you were asking, have I considered?
Yeah. Have you considered green screen background?
I have. That's kind of a pain in the ass, honestly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just haven't bothered with that yet.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's a pain to set up and all that.
Besides, I have a bunch
And
of
then you get it.
I have a bunch of memorabilia that I want
Yeah.
to display at some point.
Right.
So I need to figure out how to deal with the window back there. And I have a really cool art piece with Super Metroid. I have one of the original animation cells from Captain N. You know what that is? It was an old cartoon with that chickens. I have seeds. Come here, follow me. It was a cartoon. I believe it aired on like ABC. That just featured a bunch of Nintendo characters like Simon Belmont, Mega Man.
Okay. I like the skin pack or texture pack, whatever it is.
So, got a question.
Mm-hmm.
What does Riptide do 3 as an enchantment?
Riptide, I believe, if you have a trident, it allows you to recall the trident after you throw it.
That's cool.
Okay. I just got, from fishing, I got this enchanted book. It's Respiration 3, Piercing 4, and Riptide 3.
Respiration normally only goes on a helmet, and it gives you underwater breathing. I don't know if it can work on a trident.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just Respiration 3, Piercing 4, Riptide 3. I put it in my enchanted book, the book chest, if you want to check it out.
Okay.
Hey, Russell, if you happen to have an extra bow, there's one in my chest in the little farmhouse that needs mending. Well, not mending, the enchantment. Fixing.
Now that Alex is on here, how do you use enchanting books on items?
You put the item and the book in the anvil.
Oh. Did not know that. But I don't think I have one for just mending.
No, not
So-
mending. I don't need mending. I have a bow that has those 4 enchantments I told you.
I think he means that it just needs to be repaired.
I meant fixed. I've
Alright, I have
corrected
Silk
myself,
Touch
but
1,
I think you were already talking and didn't hear me.
Smite 4, Fire Aspect 1, Impelling 5, Channeling 1, Mending 1, Blast Protection 4, Bane of Athros 4, Lore 2. I already played. I know, I can repair it when I get more strength to make another bow.
Stupid chickens.
Their shortcoming is my gain.
They are literally that dumb, though.
Good.
I swear. These chickens we've got here are consistently pissing me off with their stupid.
Well, the good news
They
is we
actually-
aren't keeping them for their brains.
Yeah. You know, there was my bike. They where I had it before, they used to fucking jump up top of it onto the seat, and they'd shit on the seat, and then eventually they started trying to like jump onto the gas tank, and they scratched up the gas tank.
And this was on what?
This was
motorcycle.
on my motorcycle. Yeah, so they did a good bit of paint damage there.
Okay.
Like a new one or old one?
Old one. My new one, I was working on it yesterday, and I had all the plastics off, and I had them sitting on my seat, and out of frickin' nowhere, this freak gust of wind, I hear it coming, run out of the garage, try to get all my plastics, and as I'm getting out the door, they all blow off, show side down onto gravel. I have yet to assess the damage, because that one hurt. I heard it coming and couldn't stop it. And of course it was, you know, the two big actual painted pieces.
There's the last chicken. I may have just lost it.
Yeah, I know. I was doing quick work, and I really, normally, whenever I take them off, I tape all the bolts to them, and I put them, you know, aside somewhere, and
Come on,
that
chicken.
day I just didn't.
Come on, chicken. Chickens are slow.
I am about to, I couldn't find the parts I need to do a radiator leak test. I'm gonna be using freaking, wine corks. I'm MacGyvering my way through this rebuild.
Well, I would say there could be worse things, so...
Definitely. That Karen bolt, I don't know if I've been on with you since the Karen bolt
You have
we
not.
talked about.
Well, I mean, you have, but you haven't told me anything else about it.
Oh, well, it broke. And that was the last time I talked about it. Well, since getting the new one, which cost me $25 for a bolt, that spot is still leaking, and I can't figure out why.
And what's it leaking?
Oil.
Okay.
And it's not like just a little bit of oil. It is a good amount of oil. It's probably leaked. I don't know. I took it on a 15-minute ride, and I ran it for maybe half an hour, 2 or 3 times, and easily I leaked like probably 3/4 of a pint.
I'm sorry, chicken. I did not mean to hit you. Come on. Follow me with the seeds. Follow me with the seeds.
Are you using a sealer on the bolt when you put it in?
I have 2 brand new copper washers.
Okay,
For
copper
both
washer,
sides.
that's fine. But you
Yeah,
need to put
both sides. No,
what's it called?
no, it's too small of an opening for actual sealant. I'm gonna try to use thinner copper washers because I can't put a whole lot of torque on it because it's a hollow bolt. So I'm thinking it may just be not getting enough torque to actually crush the washers.
Huh.
So I'm hoping that's why it's not getting a good seal.
Well, is there a certain torque setting for it? Do you have a torque wrench?
Oh no, according to my owner's manual, the bolt doesn't even exist. It's mentioned, the only place in the manual that the banjo bolts are mentioned is in relation to the brake calipers.
Wait, is it actually called a banjo bolt?
Yes, it's a hollowed out bolt meant for like accepting fluid through, usually into some sort of pressure regulation.
Interesting.
Like the one that's messed up is it's a banjo bolt for my oil pressure switch, so it allows oil to come through that bolt, and it goes out a hole into basically a receiving hose that monitors the oil pressure.
Oh.
And so because of that, it's getting, you know, a whole lot of flow when the engine's running. So if there's a leak there, you're going to lose a substantial amount of oil. These poor chickens.
What? They've been fed. Fed and fucked.
I was about to say, boom, right out the ass of one of them. Didn't even come out as an egg. That's great.
We feed the chickens, they just breed. Laying eggs, that's a whole, you know, spontaneous whatever.
Yep, no, I think I definitely like this texture pack a bit more than the Skyrim one.
It's
But I haven't really seen the blocks yet. What bugged me was like in my inventory, wool would look like a wooden block.
materials, I think. Yeah, that's white wool, gray wool, black wool, And pink wool.
They actually like show up as a wool block, not wool.
Well, if you're, are you watching
Oh
this
yeah,
stream?
I can see it. Yeah, I
Okay,
can see it.
okay.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. The stream's just a few seconds behind.
Yes,
Discord.
yes. Oh, we don't actually want to put.
Yeah, no,
those
on the Skyrim one, it literally looks like the wood blocks, like what you would use for making sticks.
That's weird.
Yeah, and it says wool. It just drove me nuts. Little things like that to me way too much.
I don't think there's anything on here that's that bad. Oh, those are leads, aren't they? Okay.
I love how that chest is still open. Sorry, guys.
It's probably going to stay that way for a while. It also probably has nothing to do with you.
No. Yeah.
I mean, it got stuck after the fact, so I don't think it's...
Yeah, that was the one I kept trying to open and close repeatedly while I was trying to eat my fish before I gave up. I think my favorite thing about this... Oh, wow, the lava looks really cool, too, actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was just going to comment on how the chests look.
Welcome. Atom.
The chests are pretty cool.
It's cobblestone. We really just have no string, huh?
Yeah.
Oh well.
I went and killed a spider, but I didn't drop the string that time.
I could have sworn I'd farmed up some string. It might have been on my world that I'm thinking. That's gotta be what it is.
Drop that there for now.
Because whenever
With that.
you guys weren't on, and I decided to go ahead and just start my own world so I could quit bugging for Russell to get on.
Yeah, I'm hunting spiders right now. Oh, that was lagged. Completely lagged.
Are you streaming too, Russell?
No.
I'd say I watch both.
I totally
I'm
missed
not
where
trying
the treehouse was until now. Dirt.
Oh, you see it?
It actually just looks like it's kind of sitting up top in the distance. I've only seen it up close.
If you go inside, I use scalpeltine as an elevator. It's like do.
There's a spider.
Yeah, I'm looking for more. Ah, I see a spider. And a horsey. Hey, I'll come get you later.
I think now that I've started working on the back side of your house, once I get back in, I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and destroy my sticky piston bridge that I never got around to finishing. I did come across some slime underground, which was nice.
Yeah, if it's not in swamps, then it's going to be underground.
Yeah, I just legitimately could not find a swamp. I fully explored the level 3 map and ice, forests.
You'll have to check it out,
Yeah,
but there's a If you're below a certain level, slimes can spawn there regardless of what the lighting effect is around the area. And it's the only enemy that can do so. So once you manage to tunnel down far enough, collecting them is not that bad.
Yeah, I've been mining
Hey,
around
buddy,
at level 11,
how's it
12.
going?
And yeah, I stumbled across slime and oddly enough 2 ravagers just stuck in some water. Slime wasn't, but the ravagers were. That was pretty funny. It was especially funny because one of them was trying to shoot me and kept shooting the other ravager.
I thought the Ravagers were the big ol' like ox things.
Or pillagers. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Mixed them up.
Oh, that's cool. I just had a moment where I was like, wait a minute, that really?
Yeah, no. I'm still new to most of anything that is post, I don't know, enchanting tables.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, once they dropped creative mode, I just lost interest. I had about, I don't know, probably about a week where I was like, oh, this is cool, I've got all the diamonds. And then I was like, well, what the f do I do now? And I just quit playing.
Okay. What the hell was I gonna do?
I'm spider hunting. I got 4 strings so far.
I suppose I can actually use my phone now that I'm not hotspotting it.
I mean, there's a chance.
Make that 5.
Yeah, no, I've hit that limit with my hotspot where if there's high traffic on the towers, it'll throttle me a little bit.
Hmm.
So, just those random spikes of not having enough bandwidth.
Getting all scatterbrained is frustrating me.
Rex, stop. Okay, this is weird. I found a cave with a bunch of jungle vines coming through it.
Oh, that is probably where vines grew over the top, and then the game went and changed part of the landscape around it and just left the vines.
Oh.
Okay. More food. Let's get more food.
Yeah. Alright, spiders. Where are you? Oh, there's a panda stuck in the cave. Let me help you out there by putting you out of your misery. It's dead.
So much for cave pandas.
Kinda. Hopefully I find something pretty interesting while I'm looking for spiders.
Are you looking for cave spiders?
Not just cave spiders, spiders in general walking around. We've got 5 strings so far. Oh, there's the treehouse.
Oh, hey, Nether.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what happens when you kill a panda?
It dies?
Other
No,
panda
it drops
attacks you.
bamboo.
It what? It what bamboo?
It drops bamboo.
Oh.
Oh, actually, I discovered something pretty cool. You know what else drops leather besides cows?
Pandas?
Llamas.
Oh.
Llamas.
I was not expecting that one. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
Llama
leather
neither
sounds
was I.
supple as fuck.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either, but the merchant was stuck inside my farm and fucking it up, so I killed him and his llamas, and they dropped leather.
Death of a traveling salesman.
Yep. What is your malfunction, doggy? Are you okay? Oh, you're going into your kennel. Okay, that's where you want to be, son. Alright, I got to figure out how to make flower pots.
I think you need clay for that.
Clay, hurry up and get on, man.
You do need me for that.
The gray bricks at the bottom of the riverbeds, you need to take those, put them in an oven, and heat them. And then they'll turn into clay bricks. And then you put 3 clay bricks into like a V-type shape, and I think that makes the flower pots.
Oh, okay.
Fire slime.
Oh, that's freaking gravel. Ah, found it.
Pigman is just
Dang.
begging for you to hit him.
Are you in the Nether?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. There's one cool gas.
With the Mario Brothers skin, they're booze.
That is kind of freaking awesome.
Oh, and that one dropped a tear. Awesome. Okay.
What do you use their tears for?
Once we get to making potions, which I'm following
Welcome.
Havoc's advice.
Aggressive_sock.
I'm following Havoc's advice on which direction to go to increase chances of finding one. The tears are used to make potions of regeneration.
Yeah. Okay. I've got a... I did not realize I had to go to the Nether to get a brewing stand functional. I need to make a potion of weakness in my world. I found my village, and it looked like it had just been absolutely decimated by creepers.
Oh, and you're trying to get
Potion of weakness.
to
Yeah.
what?
I've trapped 3 zombie villagers so far.
Okay.
Just trapped them, and I've got them sitting around.
You know you
waiting
need
for
golden
me to-
apples as well, right?
Yes, I've got
Okay.
that covered. I actually, the village it's huge, actually. It took me, I'm not even done building, like, the lip on the wall to keep the spiders out.
Huh.
Just because it's taken that much cobblestone, and I found it so early into creating the world. But, It's massive, but there's only 2 villagers. I've got a cartographer and a cleric in there, and that's it. And I cannot get them to make more villagers, so I've been trapping zombies.
Oh, for more villagers, how many, like, closed buildings do you have?
Like, close buildings? There's, I counted them up, actually. There's 16 or 18.
Okay, do they all have beds in them?
There are at least, beyond the, the two villagers that I use, at least 4 or 5 more beds.
That's fucking weird.
One of which I've been using as, because I got sick of running between my little farmhouse and the village itself. So they weren't using it, so I took over one of the houses inside the village. But I looked something up and it said that you'll actually, if you trade with them, they'll gain it's like a 1 in 5 chance of willingness to breed. So I traded with both of them several times. Still can't get them to do anything. Like there's beds available. There's
Why are there so many
no
of these
reason
fuckers
to-
around here?
Maybe it's because you're near a fortress.
I hope so. That would be good news to me. Oh, being on fire isn't, though.
But yeah, no, I can't get them to breed no matter what I do. Thought for sure like I had the winning ticket.
Oh my god.
Whenever I realized that there was 2 villagers. It's like, oh, we can rebuild.
Yeah, it should be. It worked like that. Alex had 2 villagers. You cured them, left them alone, and they started reproducing on their own.
Yeah, we had
That
plenty.
rhymed.
We had buildings that were the proper size. They need to have a certain amount of enclosed area, and then they also need.
Maybe that's the issue. There's a number of those buildings that are, I'd say, maybe 2 by 6 blocks. Just enough for a bed, their little random wooden staircase in one of the corners, and that's it. I mean, if space is the issue, I'll just build another building.
Yeah, try building a larger building. Like, let's say the inside contains 4 by 4, and then put some beds in there.
That could be the issue. For some odd reason, and I don't know why, but every building that has a bed in it, in that village, is 2 by 6 max, or 2 by 3, like 6 blocks total.
That seems really tiny. Most of the
Yeah,
beds.
no, it's. Oh wait, no, maybe it's 3 by 3. 3 by
That might be right then, because
Yeah, no, I'm
in ours,
I'm forgetting the line I walk on.
the base of each building, the smallest houses in my world is the base is 5 by 5, but you figure each of those, whatever that 5 is, or two out of
them
each
are
of
wall.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, no, there's a number of them that are walkable space is 3 by 3. I was just forgetting about the line I'm walking in the middle whenever I go into those. So yeah, there's a bed, there's a space in front of the bed, there's a line down the middle, and then there's a line on the right with their little staircase thing in the corner, which I still don't understand.
is it a single staircase?
Yeah, it's a single just wooden staircase in the corner of almost all the buildings.
It's a chair.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay. I get it now.
Hey, what's the Infinity One do? What's that?
Is that on a bow?
Yeah, it's on a bow.
That means that I think it doesn't run out of regular ammo.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Really? And it has Infinity 1 and Power 4.
Power 4 is cool.
So, if it doesn't run out of ammo, is there an Infinity 2?
I don't think so.
Oh,
No, that makes sense.
prepare to.
This looks like eyeballs inside the nether rock. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Or little tiny skulls.
Little baby pigmen.
Yeah.
Well, now we have an Infinity 1, Power 4. Completely healed up.
That looks kind of close.
Let's see. You're correct, Alex. It does not use any regular arrows.
Okay. The enchanted ones, though, you'll still run out of those.
The what?
Arrows that have enchantments on them,
Oh, yeah.
you'll still run out of those.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, no phantoms. Awesome. Oh yeah, this bow is perfect to go to the netherworld with. Kill gases and blazes.
So, do you, for that enchantment, do you
Welcome.
still have to have one arrow in your inventory?
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay.
Here, let me check it out. Let me check it. I'll take the arrows out of my inventory. Yeah, you have to have one.
Okay, now with enchanted arrows, how do those work?
So you don't actually
I
have
understand how you
enchanted.
make them.
You don't actually have enchanted arrows. You make a potion. You dump the potion in the cauldron, and then you dunk the arrows. You literally put them as your selected thing in your hand, and then right
And you
click
swipe.
the or you what would be like right clicking, alt use, whatever you want to call it, the arrows in the cauldron, and it dunks them in and puts the effects of the potion on it.
Okay, so if you had multiple arrows, well, multiple dunked arrows, two different enchantments or whatever on them, potions on them,
You can't.
which one would shoot first? You can't. You can only carry one at a time.
Oh, you mean just different arrow types in your inventory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how does it decide which one's being shot?
Excuse me. I would need to look it up, but it goes through your
That's
inventory
okay.
something like left to right, top to bottom, and whichever one
Okay.
it comes across first becomes the ammunition that you use.
Okay.
Oh, that's why it's dying. I grabbed the wrong fucking fishing pole. Oopsie. Alright. I don't know who's putting stuff in the wrong chest.
Before I came into the Nether, I put a bunch of my stuff in the potions chest, so that could have been me.
Oh. Oops.
It's okay.
Yeah, I also noticed that I was putting saddles and stuff like that in tools. I don't know, it felt like a tool to me.
Yeah, I accidentally grabbed the wrong freaking fishing pole because I thought I was like, oh, I must have put my fishing pole in there. And I grabbed it. I saw Luck of the Sea on the top. I was like, okay, that's mine. And then I was like, why is it not healing? Why is there a health bar now? And then I realized, like, wait, that's not my fishing pole.
Yeah, I didn't see much reason to bring it here. I mean, trying to hook gas is one thing, but with those enchantments, they won't help, and it'll just deteriorate the rod. So
Yeah.
So well, you can hook gas.
You can hook.
Enemies.
Yeah, if you manage to hit them with the hook of the fishing rod, then when you reel in, it yanks them towards you.
Shit. Peace. Bye, Felicia. Fucking Enderman outside.
This becomes the way that I mean, there are two ways you can try to. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm in the Nether. I can't.
Oh, no,
sleep
no, I
here.
wasn't trying to. That was accident.
Oh, okay. The ghasts, you can try and punch their fireballs and knock them back to them. If you hit them, you literally just bounce them. Which is cool, but not that effective. The fishing rods, if they're close enough, is a little bit better. Because you can hook them and then yank them in towards you and then just start wailing on them with the sword. And the sword only takes one, well, maybe 2 hits. I don't remember. I mean, I remember gas used to be really tough. Now they kind of have the durability of tissue paper, which makes up, I think, for the fact that they're floating fireball cannons.
Floating fireball cannons that cry.
Yes. And scream. And according to Havoc, make porn noises.
Asian porn.
Yes.
Hadn't considered it, but that's fair.
Yeah. Oh. What do I want? Want. Damn it, Kendra. She had all my snacky food. She wants something to snack on. Yeah, oh well.
Okay.
So I think tomorrow I'm gonna make some chili. Mom's chili. And then Friday, I've been having a tri-tip in my freaking freezer that's been burning a hole in it.
That's a hot tri-tip.
The problem is that I don't want to cook it in the oven. I like cooking it on a grill, and I don't have a grill.
That's understandable.
And I really don't know how to cook it in the oven. Never
Nice.
cooked
It's
tri-tip
actually
in the oven.
pretty simple. So you're gonna want to sear it in the pan first.
What do you mean?
Get the pan nice and hot. Toss it in the pan for about 2 minutes each side. If it's an especially thick tri-tip, go ahead and do the sides of it too. And then you're just gonna toss it in the oven. Usually, I haven't done a tri-tip in a while. Probably about 325 for, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes. And it'll actually come out better than it does on the grill because it retains all the juices a little bit better. But the key is searing it properly.
Okay.
Alex? I'm sure it'll be something you can look up. But without a meat thermometer, it's going to be tough.
Alex has brought me tri-tip several times, and he's cooked it to perfection each time. So, I was going to ask how he did it, but yours way sound good too.
Most of the time I use the grill. I would say that if you're going to do an oven, the whole point of putting it over the one side of the grill with the charcoal is the same as searing it. So I would say that's perfect. When I cook it, though, I have it over indirect temperature really low.
Yeah.
So the 300 might actually even be too much, at least for how I normally cook it.
It's been a while since I've done a good thick steak in the oven, so I may be way off on that.
No, I think for a steak, you're right. But a tri-tip, you really want to get that low and slow element.
Yeah.
And I think just a little under 300 is probably where I would try and shoot for. Oh, come on, you little bastards.
So many of them.
Yeah.
Damn it.
If you
Stop
put a
doing
good
that, you stupid phone.
if you put a
My
good
phone's trying to update.
a good rub on it and let it sit in that first, that'll when you sear it, that'll help lock in some of that moisture. And
Yeah, I got stuff. I got some rub I want to put on it. And I was like, okay. I was like, I have always cooked meat on a grill, never in the oven.
I've cooked meat in the oven plenty of times, just not specifically tri-tip. If you want to get that smoky taste to it, if you have any wood chips, you can soak those in water for a bit, then put them in a pan on the bottom of the oven. Not like an iron pan, like an aluminum pan.
Yeah.
And that should heat them up and give a smoking effect. You know, do that too much and it'll make the inside of your oven nasty, but you know, I know that you're not going to be there that much longer and
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
So me and Kendra got into debate last night about our caterer for our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is funny. She's like, I want the dog father. I was like, the dog father. They make really, really good hot dogs, like chili dogs, the best.
Okay.
They have one that's called the Dirty Caleb, and it's the most delicious freaking chili. It's got cream cheese, chili, and shredded cheese on it, and it's made with a Angus freaking hot dog. Oh, so delicious. But they do hot dogs. I'm sitting there, and she goes, oh, and then for variety, we'll get pizza. I'm like, Kendra, I was like, you realize what you're saying? She was like, what? I was like, it sounds like people coming to a shotgun wedding. She's like, what do you mean? It's like, well, here, I got hot dogs and pizza. Here we go. Let's have a wedding on the lake there, boy. And she goes, and she stopped and thought. I was like, she goes, oh, crap, you're right. I'm like, yeah, no one has a hot dog and pizza at a normal wedding. We're not fucking rednecks.
You guys can just get, look, I'll bring some California Mexican down to Oklahoma.
No, keep that shit in California.
No,
It gives me
that shit's
diarrhea.
good. I'll make the best damn barbacoa anybody's ever had, followed by some delicious carne asada with all the
dude, I'm just
Spanish
gonna
rice you
get.
can fucking eat.
Well, now that I talked her out of the dog father, we're talking about getting a Crackle Barrel to cater it. They have variety of caterings, and then there's other places called One Stop Catering, and they do all kinds of other things too. Yeah, and her dad is going to. He was like, so, like, okay, so da-da. I was like, well, we're gonna see what we can save up. He goes, oh, don't worry about it. He goes, I'll pay for it all. He goes, because it's on his yacht. I like to call it, because people call it, like, he calls it a houseboat. That thing is freaking gigantic.
It's a houseboat.
It's a houseboat, yes, but it's gigantic.
That thing's freaking sweet.
Yeah, it is. She wants to get married on it and have the reception on it. I'm like, oh.
As long as I can get drunk and ride some jet skis, we're golden.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's the thing,
drunk and
Alex.
ride
Bring some
jet skis
SPF
with
if you're
bitches.
coming.
Both of you were talking. I didn't catch anything.
I said bring some SPF if you can make it.
Oh,
There will
yeah,
be jet
yeah, yeah.
skis.
Well, like
And
I
it's-
said, I'm planning on it.
Okay.
It's
There's one person I do want to be there in an E-frame. I want him to be there. I don't know if he can make it.
I mean, I don't know. I know he's trying to save up. Do you want to
Yeah.
try and hit him up, or do you want me to mention it the next time I'm talking to him?
Mention it next time you talk to him, because every time I call him, he doesn't answer, and when he does call me back, I'm asleep.
Okay.
Okay. I love beer salt. It's like the favorite thing in the world. Stop trying to update, phone. You're not allowed to update.
Are the fortresses usually this difficult to find?
Not usually. I mean, they aren't usually easy. They take a little bit of exploring, but...
I'm gonna go down there and find you.
I'm a
tell me
ways
your
out.
position.
I'm a ways out.
Just tell me your position. I'll find you. Excuse me.
Let's see here. Currently, I am at 543.47, negative 115.
Wow.
I've just been trekking east constantly, hoping that I can find a fortress, because you said that that's the best way to do it. So
Yeah, that's what the Minecraft wiki said. It said to travel from east to west because they run north and south. Oh crap! I gotta go back. Forgot my pickaxe. Maybe if we split up,
I'm gonna reread this wiki and see.
if you come in and you start looking for it, instead head in the opposite direction. Start heading into the negative on that first digit, because then you'll be going west, and that'll help increase our odds. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I know what you're saying. I got my powerful bow with me. I got my sword. My armor's shit. I gotta make me new armor. I just realized, like, oh shit, my armor's fucked. Luckily, we have plenty of armor. One, two, three, four. There you go.
Okay, so
Oh, you son of a bitch!
okay, so based off what I'm reading, searching east to west is the wrong strategy.
Did I misread that?
No, you read it right, but interpreted it wrong. So it says they spawn north to south, which means going east to west, you're actually less likely to find them. You need to be going north and south. And from what I just read, it said if you don't find a nether fortress within about 100 blocks of your starting point, north or south, to start searching diagonally east or west.
Oh, it is diagonally. Okay, that's
Yes.
probably where
So
I
you should,
fucked up.
from your starting point, you should be going north and south because they spawn in strips, north and south. So if you're
And
going
they're
east
also
to west,
buried.
you're only checking one, block of where they could be spawning across several strips that you could have passed.
Alex is like, oh shit.
Well, I'm going, oh shit, but because of the gas that has me in a wide open area, not anything
Yeah, no,
to do with the...
he's... So what happens if you die in the nether?
You die?
No, I mean, I'd say as far out as you are, probably next to no chance of getting your inventory back.
Probably not.
Well, he won't lose it because I have that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But under normal circumstances, then yes. Jesus. Okay. Okay, I just need to figure out how to try and get back. Because this place is falling apart at the seams. There's 2 of them now, and they're just blowing the land apart. Pretty soon, I'm not going to have an option but to go magma diving.
They're on you.
Not anymore, they fucking aren't.
So yeah. So from the starting point, if you guys split up, go north and south, it says 100 blocks, which I feel like you've gone quite a bit more than that east.
Yes. Yes. No, I've gone 500 blocks east.
Yeah. So,
Did I really just get turned around? No, I didn't.
east-west is, straight east-west is not the way to go. It seems like from this, basically, if you don't get lucky and find one directly north or south of your, spawn point, that going diagonal is the most effective way. Which makes sense if they're spawning north to south. Oops.
Oh man, I think I got turned around.
And it says also here, once you've found another fortress, it's best to search directly north and south from there for the next one.
Okay.
So you may not, be fortunate enough to see one, directly north or south of the portal, but once you find one, the next one will be easier to find.
They'll continue to be in that line.
Right.
Okay.
And from what I'm reading, it said that this was tested over 200 seeds, and the strong is confirmed on all tested seeds, or the trend is strong on all tested seeds.
Okay.
Damn. Son of a bitch.
What happened?
Oh, I got turned around. I know I'm nearby, but I'll find it. I think I did. I think that's it right up. Because I saw something that looked interesting. I was like, oh, I think that's it. And I was wrong.
Oh, huh. That's funny. One of the tips on this is when trying to spot another fortress, a potion of night vision can help considerably. It's like, really? Don't you need, the Nether fortress to make the potion of night vision? Unless you just happen to get a drop off a witch.
Yep.
So.
They might just
kind
mean
of,
in general is like, let's say you're trying to find another one.
Right, that makes sense.
But yeah, it is a little bit, catch-22.
Yeah. So did you start going north-south from where you're at, Russell?
No, I'm just trying to find where the portal's at, so I think I found it now. I got turned around.
And you, Alex, are you heading straight back for the portal?
Yeah, because I'm
diagonal.
No, I'm going straight back to the portal. I'm so far east that trying to diagonal here is going to be... even if I do find anything, it'll be so far away it won't be worth it.
Right.
Okay, I remember this. The portal should be right there. But I am wrong.
Can you guys lay down? I mean, I might be a stupid question. Can you lay down normal blocks inside the Nether?
Mostly.
So you could potentially, you know, throw some cobblestone markers down while you're exploring.
Uh-huh. In fact, when I found the Nether Fortress in my game,
Found the portal. Sweet.
cool. The only thing I had on me was dirt. So every time I got to where I was going to turn a corner, I just made a dirt pillar about 3-4 tall. So that way, you know, you go to one and you could turn and look wherever the other one was, then head towards that, then turn and look wherever the next one was. Rinse and repeat and use that to kind of find your way back.
Okay. Clever.
You cannot place water in the Nether. It evaporates immediately. You cannot place beds in the Nether. They explode.
What?
Beds explode.
Heads?
Beds! Like you sleep in beds?
Beds. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's just crackling every time you said beds.
No, it's cool.
So, if I head straight from the portal, that's north, right?
I don't think so. I think that's east and west. East and west is the numbers in the first set. The last set is north and south.
Yeah, the middle is up, down.
Alright.
The middle is... Okay, so yeah, the B...
Oh, can't go that way. That's a river of lava. So let's go this way.
So those are your Y's. So it goes ZYX. So your X is
No, it's XYZ.
XYZ.
Your y-axis is your up and down.
I flipped it the other way in my head.
Alright. I'm gonna do something. Set area. Stupid idea, Russell, but hey, let's do it anyway.
So as far as the coordinates go, does it place... Is your portal, like your initial portal, is that always at, you know, 000?
No.
No.
Coordinates in the Nether are 1/8 of what they are in the overworld.
Oh.
This is important because if you want to have a fast track system, you build Nether highways essentially, and you pop through, and then that's a good way to get started. You can accelerate further. Boy, I'm gonna try this. It's gonna be a mess, but I'm gonna try this. You can accelerate further using different methods of transport. Some people will set up minecarts. Even though you cannot...
So you would set up a minecart inside the Nether, travel 8 times as fast.
Exactly.
Through the overworld between portals.
Yes.
That is genius.
Where this gets even more interesting... Let's see here. So we want to go that way and that way. Yeah. Boy. I thought that was going to be an easy way out, but not really.
I'm almost 100 blocks south of the portal.
Oh, hey, you can see his name.
Whose name? Oh, Hey, there he is, down yonder.
Yeah. Careful. Big pit.
Well, well, there's no fortress over there. Big pit. The only other way to go is the way, but there's a giant freaking lake of lava.
Oh.
So
You have a lot of cobblestone back at home.
I do.
Yeah, we got like 2 chests of cobblestone. A stupid amount of cobblestone.
Yeah. Why do we need the cobblestone down here?
You can use it to mark your areas.
Oh yeah, that's what you're.
Use it to
could,
build a bridge across the lava.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
mean, you could also grab yourself a couple of different types of blocks and you know, use one to mark areas explored and one to mark, you know, path you're still exploring, so that you're never on the wrong path and you're never doubling back over shit you've already done.
Yeah. Actually, this is the way. To get up there. No way to get up there. Dude, what the fuck is going on out? I'm about to go out there and regulate them. Quite annoying. Alright. Now I am heading... Wait a second.
I will be right back, guys.
Okay.
Alright. Easy. It's nothing. Alright. No bueno. Oh, I can go around. I think. Again.
Okay, so you've been going further into the negatives with your numbers, right?
I'm actually going in the positive with the number.
The last set of numbers?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm at a block 100 right now.
Okay. I'm gonna pop back home, get more food, see how the chickens are doing, if we can start working on more arrows, because we are gonna need that.
Alrighty. It's not what I thought it was. Fooled me. Death. Death. I love this bow. Death. Instant death.
Hey, you guys are out of the nether.
No, he is. Dad's still here.
I got top side. Let's see here.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Get that. Get.
Okay.
Grab that. That. Pickaxe. Okay. Grab a few of those. Why not?
Sure, there's no depth from above. Okay. kind of made it over the river. I just saw a slime ball just commit suicide. That was funny.
Oh. Could have used the magma balls, but entertaining
I know.
nonetheless.
I got a magnum ball from one already. I killed one. This one was a giant one. He just went, oh, cool, and just jumped right off into the magma river. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, I see you. Don't see me. Oh shit, you see me. Too late. Damn, one hitter quitter. Dude, this bow's awesome. I killed a ghastly with one hit.
Nice.
Building me a bridge very carefully.
Just gonna go ahead and say it. A Pokemon texture for this game would be awesome.
There was
one, I think.
There was a big project on that for a while. I don't think they have it for Bedrock Edition anymore.
That would be sweet. I'm just
What's
saying,
more, you're
Pikachu
not gonna
chickens, Taurus cows.
you're not gonna find it on PlayStation either.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got a
that's
gas
true.
Any Nintendo IPs are only gonna be on the Switch. There's a pillager inside your walls.
Those bastards.
I know, I don't know how they get in there. That's the second time that's happened.
Those just open the gates. That's how it happened in my village. That's how I ended up in that raid. They just ended up in there. Oh.
Hey, earn me some arrows.
Dun 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 dun. Cursed. With a fun little mini game, basically.
Yeah. Except for when you're not ready for it, then it's a bad time.
Yeah, like when I did it inside of a village, not knowing that's how you triggered a raid.
That's one of the things they're supposed to change here soon. Is you're not supposed to be able to trigger that when you're. If you kill an enemy inside the village, it's not supposed to happen. Not until you leave and then come back.
Ah. Yeah, no, that definitely threw me for a loop. I heard the little war horn, and I was like, "What? What? Raid? What?" And then all of a sudden, I mean, luckily the first two waves dropped armor and weapons to an extent that I was able to. I was literally each wave going through the equipment that I had earned in the previous raid.
How many waves did you take on?
5.
Okay.
5. I'm just on normal, so. It was wild though. At the end, it was the little bulls, the ravagers. Is that what they are?
Yeah.
With the pillagers on top of him. That thing was wild. That thing. And then what's the? It's like a witch, but instead of throwing potions, he like summons claws from the ground.
Yeah. I forget what they're called. But yeah, they're basically necromancers.
Yeah, those two combined, that was a task. That was a task and a half. And I was texting Russell. I was like, "When does this end?" And he never freaking responded to me.
Yeah,
Busy,
it's
son.
Is this just some sort of endless thing that goes until you leave it?
When I read about it, I was under the impression it was only like 2 waves long, and it varied based on how many levels of the curse you had.
Right.
So then
Then
I went in there going like, oh, I only have 1 level, no big deal. And it's like I get through the 2 waves and it continues going, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was so not ready for it. And the 4th one, I think, I ended up dying a few times. But it was I had read up on the Java edition. I didn't realize that was the Java edition. I didn't realize it was different for Bedrock.
Yeah, as far as I read on Bedrock, it was essentially it's 3 for easy, 5 for normal, 7 for hard. And yeah, if the big difference with like the levels of curse is it affects how many spawn per wave.
Oh.
So like I only had 1 level of it, so on wave 5 I had, 1 pillager on top of a ravager as like the big guy for the thing.
Yeah.
And if I had, 3 or 4, I would have had a couple of those guys to deal with.
Alright, I'm back from the Nether.
Okay.
I couldn't find shit. I ran into a dead end. A giant wall I couldn't get through. There's no way around it either.
How many blocks were you on the last one?
250.
Oh, you should have turned around at 100, according to what I read.
I know, I did. I saw it was like 250. I was like, all right. And then I went the other way and stopped at 120. I was like, they ain't nothing. Well, then I kind of made my way back diagonally. I went diagonal back home. Picked up some magma, slime, cream, gunpowder, some glue dust, and some gas tier, and some nether quartz. So I was trying to dig through the wall. Anything. Alright. But hey, we got a lot of diamonds though. We got 42.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, no, I stumbled across just the jackpot yesterday. I came up from, it was maybe, I don't know, half an hour of mining down in my little spot. And I came up with, I think it was like 19, 18, something like that, diamonds.
Oh yeah.
Now you said you went to the positive or negative with the. You went to the.
I went both.
So you guys just need to go diagonal from here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm coming in right behind you.
Okay. Did it have an upper bound on how far to travel diagonally?
It didn't say specifically. It just said from where you start, north, south, 100 blocks each way, and diagonal from there.
So which way are you
that'll
going, negative or
increase
positive?
your likelihood.
I'm going positive on both.
I did not check for a Y level. I don't know if there is a specific Y level.
It's in the middle, but they're pretty tall, so that shouldn't matter that much.
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna try to find you because I want to come with you.
Oh, okay.
Because I can protect you from the gas. I got the bow that has gas X4 on it.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Dude, I killed the gas in one hit with this thing. I was like, oh, my favorite.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to, like, I'm at 120.89. I don't think going much further that way is gonna make a difference.
Well, I did go that way, and I think that's the spot that built a little bridge.
Yeah.
Crossover, and I went over there.
Looks like there is.
So does that curse just continuously throw the swirls up in your face, or does that go away at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
We
Oh,
should just
crap.
toss a banner up on the top or something.
God damn it, Russell. Oh, luckily I have cobblestone. I forgot my fucking pickaxe.
Here, hold up.
Thank you, kind sir. I don't deserve your kindness. I just want to get more food and I realized I had my boat or my fishing pole on me. Hey, I wonder if you could fish in the magma. No.
No.
If you can, it's not a thing yet. Okay.
Yeah, they'd have to develop like a whole new. I mean, unless they just made it simple, like instead of fishing out cod, you fished out cooked cod, which would be a good chuckle.
Well, it used to be that when you killed pigmen, they dropped cooked pork chops.
That is great. Why did they stop doing that?
I don't know if they stopped, actually, but it's generally just a bad idea to attack pigmen, because they'll beat the shit out of you.
There's so many of them.
Now they'll just fucking all swarm on you. You want to be safe down there?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I've made that mistake a time or two.
Most have.
So one thing this thing does say, there's no Y coordinates, which from as tall as you said they are doesn't matter. It says that there are external tools you can use on PC that will actually locate strongholds, fortresses, specific biomes based on your specific seed.
Yeah.
But that feels just a bit cheap.
Yeah.
Did you jump down?
No.
Oh no. I was like, holy crap. He said fuck
Into
it all.
the lava.
I might be a madman, but I'm not fucking stupid.
I had no idea how long Limitless actually went on.
How long what?
Limitless, like the infinite world. Like there is a limit to it.
Well,
According to
technically. Yeah, but
Apparently after, and it says after it's a limit you'd never reach not attempting to do it. But at a certain point it does just repeat your starting point.
oh really?
Yeah, it says it's several million blocks in.
Because
And
before
it takes several real life days to actually reach that point
okay.
of just straight running in a straight line.
That's kind of disappointing, honestly. Before
I hear it.
you used to have what were called the Endlands. Or the Farlands, I'm sorry. And it wouldn't repeat. The terrain would freak out. Because it would literally, like, be limited by the,
Shit. Yeah. I see.
it's literally limited
Shit behind
by...
you.
Yeah, I know.
Dead.
Nice.
There's a tear.
If I can get it, then cool. Save it for later. Oh, there's another one. But we shouldn't fuck with it. Start heading back and look in another direction.
Alright. Hold up. What's this? Whoa. What did I find? A dead end. Because it did
So
say
anyways,
sometimes I
the
did
inlands,
read.
they were limited by what now?
I said I did read that they can be buried underneath nether rack.
The Endlands are something that it has to do with the actual limitations of the hardware, specifically when it was running as a 32-bit Java application. It would exceed the memory buffer of the 32-bit integers, and you'd start getting all this weird data corruption where it would start generating these shear walls that went top to bottom with a bunch of holes punched in them, where enemies would spawn.
Almost like bedrockish.
What do you mean?
Like, you hit the bottom, there's nowhere else to go kind of thing.
No, because this was just cobblestone. Cobblestone and dirt and all sorts of blocks mixed together. You know what a kill screen is on an arcade machine?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Minecraft's version of a kill screen. You literally got so far that the system doesn't have any more memory to process, and instead just starts pulling out whatever random data it can use to throw at you to keep generating worlds. And it just ends up creating weird-ass shit.
Huh. Yeah, no. I mean, according to this, that is apparently not a thing anymore.
Well, I don't mind that that's not a thing. The reason I say it's lame is because the point where the world starts looping, like the whatever this place was called, the Farlands or whatever. It was literally they did the math on it. It was so far out there that taking every shortcut possible, it could take months.
Wow.
There was a guy who started attempting to do this. And it's like, he packed up a bunch of tools, he made a bed, and every day he started using a boat or just running to where he could try to get to wherever. And, oh man, that's not going to take us anywhere. Shit. Oh well. I was hoping it was going to pass through. You know, people had reached this area by using mods to teleport themselves there, essentially. But, we're still a ways away. Sorry, I'm trying to make my way back so we can recenter and then head out in a new direction. Okay. Oops.
Looks like we gotta go around.
Yeah, still working on
Or
it.
go up.
A little both. So yeah, that was the whole thing. This guy was essentially keeping a journal of trying to reach the far lands to see exactly how long it was going to take him, and he was trying to go about this like the fastest way possible. And
This way. Tink, tink.
I believe they estimated that he would eventually get there in like 3 years' time because he was trying to do it the most legitimate way, not just teleport.
Yeah.
So if somebody can get to the point where the game loops after 3 full days of running, that's kind of disappointing.
I mean, this is coming from the same guy that posted about the PC mods to use the biomes, so he may have been one of those using mods to get there as well.
Alright, found it. It's over here.
Okay, cool.
So who knows? Because, I mean, whenever it said several million blocks one direction, that feels like more than a few days of
Okay, we're
running.
nearby. I know that much. I thought this was the way. Oh, it's right there. We walked right past it.
Okay, so let's see here. The first time I took off in this direction, so this time we're heading in this direction. We're gonna shoot for... Or wait, did I?
You went that direction. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
We were going
because...
positive, not negative.
Yeah, we were going positives on both. So, whoops.
Double negative.
Now we're going for negative in the north and positive on the east-west spectrum.
Alright.
I really can't believe you guys haven't come across one yet.
Yeah, it's fucking... I know they're like not easy to find, but like... It's like they don't even exist in there.
You guys should definitely, have some, or once you find one, get some obsidian on hand, and just put a portal for you guys to use.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, there's a problem there, too. Portals have a radius thing, and unless it's a far enough distance from the first one, which it probably won't be, it'll just link back to the one at home, and then when we go through that, it'll drop us back where we were before.
What if you made it at, say, your first fortress, went through the one at home, came back through, destroyed your first portal, and then went back through again?
That would probably do it.
Because then you would have a portal, theoretically, in the same position that you placed it originally, but leading to where you wanted it to land in the first place.
This is where I came to an end.
Yeah.
Like, there is no way we are getting...
Well,
actually, that's where we're building.
That's too far anyway. At
Yeah.
least I would expect it is. Okay, so...
That would actually be a pretty interesting little test.
What?
Because you said the portals normally line up, in a 1 to 8 position.
Uh-huh.
But if you put 2, since there's a radius, would
Shit,
it...
How did you get way down there, Alex?
Give me a second, I'll come back up and show you.
Oh! Damn it. Flame. I found it. Yeah, I forgot. That's why I put my
Like, what takes
cobblestone right
precedent there? The 1 over the 8 radius, or the coordinates of the portal? I'm sorry, the radius or the 1/8 coordinates.
The proximity to another portal takes precedence over the accurate 1-to-8 ratio.
Okay.
Damn. There's like really nothing down there but lava.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
There's a
trying to...
fortress directly below you guys, which you just can't see.
That's what I'm wondering about.
Whole lot of lava right there. Need some of those lava boats.
Up. Yep. Wait, that soul sand isn't... Oh, wait. I think I see one. Yeah, that has to be one because it's a different color fucking block. Same, like, darker red, but looks different. You come and crouch right here and look around this corner.
All right, get a little
Like,
way
that
away.
could be...
Get it.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to end up like pushing you off the edge. I don't think so. Because if this thing were here, it would be in the middle of this large, you know, span of stuff that we're walking over, and you wouldn't have small parts popping out. You would have like legs down here. That's why I was trying to get down here, was to see if maybe there's anything coming through a little bit. But I mean,
Is it worth going down and checking out?
yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
So it is darker.
It is.
But I mean, is that a rendering issue or
That's...
something totally different?
First things first, let's see if there's a way that we can get a peek at it from somewhere else without having to put a ton of effort into this. And preferably without lighting ourselves on fire. Come on now.
Like how you get like a solid 5-second warning on your screen being on fire.
How did you get down there?
I just never came up through the canyon.
Oh. Well.
But there's no way through there. Nah, don't worry about it. It's a dead end. Waste of time.
So I'm pretty sure I'm making the PC conversion by the end of the year.
What do you mean?
Off of the consoles.
Oh.
With crossplay becoming more and more of a thing, there's less and less reason
Well, I mean,
to
you
be
hear
paying a monthly
what
subscription.
Apple did? Did you hear what Apple did? They came out with their own Apple Arcade.
Apple can do whatever the fuck they want. They're irrelevant in my head.
Well, there's always been like nothing. Google's supposed to come out with this like game streaming service, like where you can play any game. It doesn't matter like what you have.
No, that's yeah. Google is trying to launch their game streaming service, but it's a bunch of garbage, dude.
Well, Apple just released theirs.
And it's going to be
called
the
Apple
same.
Arcade.
It's going to be the same
Yeah.
fucking problem. You know, everybody thinks like, oh, streaming is cool because then, you know, you can gatekeep your games and people need to pay a monthly subscription, and that means more money than just buying something. Okay, cool, whatever. Where the problem lies is you're going to have people with slow internet connections that can't stream games. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
it's one thing. It's one thing to try and stream a Netflix show, fine. But if you're streaming a game, it literally means you need to be feeding the inputs from your system over the internet to their servers, which then need to crunch the numbers, send you back the result data. I mean, if you think first-person shooters are a mess now, imagine how much of a you know, wonky pile of shit it's going to be when it's not working the way you want.
Yeah.
it's already a wonky pile of shit.
Well, yeah,
And
and
was like, oh my god, look at that, Russell. Isn't that cool? I said, nope.
I mean, there's whenever you get to, and I mean, I noticed this whenever I was playing Black Ops 4 a lot, was like, I got to a point where I was good enough that I could notice latency issues between my trigger on my remote and my system receiving it. I could only imagine if I had to rely on my internet to be streaming a game
Did you go back to the real world? Or are
no.
you still here in Nether?
on
I'm
top of
still
all
in
of
Nether.
that.
Where you go?
You remember that tunnel that Clay dug right next to the portal?
Oh, yep.
Look at that thing coming into use.
Yep. It was right there, so I went, we'll do it.
Let's see if my Type 3 NAT is gonna work right now. I'd love to join you guys.
It would be cool if you did.
Well, to be fair, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be on. But you know, I'm not the one who's hosting the game, so that's not a huge concern.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't. I don't have too much to do tomorrow, so I'll be good. I mean, I know kids are gonna wake me up at like 7:30, so that's always fun.
You got some earplugs for guns, right? For when you go shooting. Put those in.
No, I'm actually all out, but couldn't sleep with those in anyways. Still can't believe I bought a freaking like $30 set of earplugs and freaking left them at the range one day. Like literally the first time I used them.
Oh.
Earplugs. I can't justify spending that much on earplugs. Now, earmuffs, maybe, but you know, I just went on Wish.com, got some shipped direct, and 14.
Hold on, so you actually received some things from Wish.com, because based off their ads, I just treat them like a scam website.
Oh, a lot of stuff that's come through there is cool.
Really?
Yeah. You just need to understand like what's too good to be true.
Right, like 15 crack pipes for $1.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the going market value is on those, so I can't.
Neither
tell
do
you.
I, but like, who's shipping crack pipes?
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like hookahs. You know, they say for tobacco only, but you have plenty of people who are smoking weed in them. So
Right, this is true.
you know,
Oops.
I mean
I saw something over here.
Havoc, those Switch card holders I sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of those I managed to snag through Wish.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have to actually check this out. Because, I mean, really, at this
Fuck,
point
I'm
in my
getting
life, it was just,
doubles attack.
I'm on the
I
gas.
just assumed that Wish was, I don't know, something to laugh at.
It can be.
because they left me or they'd give me like fantastically stupid ads, and I loved them for it.
I mean, you need to pay attention to. I mean, like, it's common sense, right? That's really all it boils down to, is use some common sense.
Okay.
There's some stuff that are really good deals, and then there are others that are not. And just when it has something that seems like it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Fair enough.
Hey, Alex, I think I see something over here. I hear gas, but...
Okay, I'm heading your way. The ghast is, like, kind of above us.
Oh, I see him. I just want to take him out real quick so we don't have to... Yep, he's turning around. Ooh, barely missed him. Got him.
Okay. There's
Ooh,
another one in that.
right in front of us. Got him.
There you go.
I'm a master. Oh, there's another one.
Don't worry
Okay.
about that one yet. What did you find?
That's where I wanted to go, where that gas is.
Okay, then let's head in there. It might be low enough that we can just whack him with the sword.
Yeah. Bye, bye, Felicia.
It kind of looks like a thing.
Yeah. Oh, there's a gas tier over there if you want to pick it up.
So there is.
Gas tiers for potion making?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Potion of regeneration.
Son of a bitch.
Which does, I assume, some sort of heal over time.
Yeah. It does slow heal over time.
Welcome. Save FS Wales.
Hey there, Save the Star Whales. How's it going? Standard, like, just health potion.
Star whales sound like a cool animal.
Oh, there we go. A standard health potion is made using a glistering melon, which is you take a melon slice and you gold encrust it.
Oh.
So they're not cheap, but they immediately give you however many hearts of health, so they can save your ass. Boy, that is a big old wall of magma.
Yep. And we're crossing it.
Alright, I'll be right back. You guys find the fortress.
Putting in some effort there, huh?
Oh, yeah. Alright.
This one's mine.
Oh, the Enderman's over there. Killed him. I killed the other ghastly over there.
Cool.
But there's an Enderman right over there too.
All right.
So.
I'll start going after the Enderman. You just make sure I don't get shot by the ghast.
He did. Damn, he's fast.
Yeah.
You got him though.
Did I? No, I didn't.
That's what I... Oh, you didn't?
Nope.
Looked like
Now
you
he did. Now he's dead. Is he? No.
No, he's right behind you. Oh.
There we
Got
go.
him.
Now he's down.
Alright. Okay. I hope my hunch pays off.
Me too. Me too.
This 100-block thing is not working for us. We did it in every direction we can, diagonally, everything, and it's just not happening.
No. Unless one of them is buried way deep, but it doesn't seem like they are.
Yeah. Oh, another gas, huh? Go to hell. You go to hell and you die.
Alright.
Ooh, you dead.
Out of the corner of my eye, I thought for a second you guys found fortress.
Okay.
But
Okay, there's got to be a spawner right over here because these gaslings keep spawning right fucking here. If there's a spawner, that means there's a fucking stronghold, right?
You don't really get spawners for ghasts, but I mean, it's not a bad
Dude, that was the
idea.
fourth one in a fourth one in a row that spawned right here after I killed it.
Yeah, I know. I know.
See, there's another one in his back. Has to be below us.
But I mean, it doesn't really go
doubt
down that much more.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm trying to figure out
We're
a
on
way
layer
to get.
38.
Yeah, like it literally can't go down that much lower.
Yeah.
I think this ghast is one for me.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, you turd!
Got him.
That was
I'm
annoying.
gonna name this bow the Gas Killer.
Call it Gas X.
Gas.
What do you call your bow? The Fart Bomb. Why? You'll see.
Because we know where we're going. We know what we're doing. So I'm not worried about getting lost. We can find our way back. We know the position of the portal.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
we might get turned around a little bit on the way getting back, but we can still get there. It's not.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Let me jump over this. Blink. Blink. Ooh. What? Boss is nothing. Fuck. It looked like something. Just want to fucking find a stronghold.
I mean, if we find anything down here, we're gonna find the bottom of the legs. It's more likely they would be somewhere up top. If we see
Yeah.
stuff sticking out, or towards the middle of this place.
Well, we just came from up there. You were like, we ran everywhere up there.
No. I mean, I'm just saying anything down here is not going to be doorways or pathways. It's going to be one of the base supports.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I'm pointing out is just to make sure you're looking for the right thing.
Yeah. I'm looking for anything that's darker than netherrack.
Oh, and that's fine.
So what? Nothing over there.
Okay. That guide that you found from the guy.
Is there anything down there?
That was no, just a small path. I'm digging myself a little hiding cubby while I look this up.
Okay. I'll stand guard.
I want to see if they have anything in the official wiki on the definite way that the code operates that might offer a bit more insight.
Yeah. Hmm. Nada. Come on, fortress. Up here. Man, why does he hurt my ears now? I haven't done that before.
What?
My ear. My headphones.
Mm.
My good ones. Hmm.
Okay,
Well...
so the official Minecraft wiki. Whoa. Hello.
Yes.
Oh, I just got booted off the server. That's fine. I'll reconnect in a
shit.
moment.
Okay.
So the official Minecraft wiki is actually saying something closer to what you said, and the opposite of what this guy that Clay found.
Huh.
See, that's what I was reading. I was reading from the official wiki guide of
They
Minecraft.
cluster in strips along the z-axis. Players who travel along the x-axis, east or west, have the best chances of finding one. Those who travel north or south may travel for hundreds or thousands of blocks before discovering a nether fortress. Upon finding a nether fortress, it is best to travel... Upon finding it, it's best to travel north-south to find more.
Huh.
So in other words, we've been chasing nothing. I was right the first time.
See, that's just insane, because, I mean, the whole reason I listened to that guy was because at that point, Alex had gone, what, 500 and some odd blocks east?
Yeah, but I hadn't gone west. And just because I went east, doesn't mean I didn't find anything. I was going almost straight east. And I was not searching underground. I was essentially kind of trying my luck and hoping I would come across something surface side. There are points where we could potentially find something underground, and also they aren't always in huge fortress shapes. Sometimes they can just be clusters.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, okay.
Don't die.
Yep, try not to. I mean, for me, it used to be that...
You also got to read what edition he's talking about, too. Like, that guy you read from, Clay. He could have been talking about Java.
That's true.
I have no idea.
May I help you,
There
Rex?
was no mention of what
beautiful
edition he
dog.
was using. It was just a forum I came across.
The puppy. You puppy do puppy things, huh? Just being a pup. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. You're all clean now. Yeah. Oh, puppies. What? Okay, don't get hyper on me, though, bud. He's still kind of mad at me because I threw all of his toys away. His tire was completely chewed up into pieces. Both of them were. His rope was completely destroyed. And his good rope, he pooped on. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna throw that away.
That cluster nether rock over there looks like a straight up like ray gun.
That one?
Where?
Your fuse, the one you're walking towards. Yep, that one.
Hmm.
From a
it
distance,
does.
it did.
Prepare the
That's
Nether
fine, sure.
cannon.
Right.
When we have the chance to go surface side, I need to drink some milk and remove this curse. It's getting annoying.
Yeah.
Like, most of the time it's not too bad, I'll manage, but since I'm trying to look for stuff, and every once in a while, especially when I stop moving, suddenly I see these things just flooding my screen.
Yeah,
I'm
like, yeah, no, I wish it would just, throw a buff in one of the corners of your screen.
well, for me it does. Off to the very far right. Oh, my webcam is apparently covering it up. But yeah, I have a...
The swirls should stop after, 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so this far out. This way. Sorry, I'm going back and forth to check numbers, not trying to be a pain in the ass.
So how exactly do you get milk? I'm assuming you just take a glass bottle to a cow.
Bucket.
No, you take a bucket.
Bucket.
Yeah, the bucket I gave you earlier for your water thing. Yeah, that's the bucket I use to get milk too.
Oh, well, we've got, probably 5 or 6 buckets somewhere down in the mine from Alex making the, portal.
Burp.
And I did mine, full stack of iron yesterday, so.
That's interesting. That structure has like a fucking block blown straight through it. Huh. Oh.
I figured this will be the night we find a fucking stronghold.
Okay.
Outlook, not good.
Yeah, no, I never imagined that it would take this much looking.
It usually doesn't. You go exploring a bit and you'll find one. It doesn't normally become this level of trouble. But to be fair, it also doesn't normally have this much, like, these structures in here, the way the land is shaped is very unusual.
Yeah. Ooh, don't fall down that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we found our way back. There's my cobblestone markers.
Yep. I was gonna say, we should be getting close.
We just ended up on the other side. There's the portal right here. But there's not a way down that way. You fall and just bust your bum. Watch out for the magma. Fuck it, jumping pink. Home. Got 2 magma creams.
Okay. I've been putting most of that stuff up in the chest for potions. Because, I mean, that's what's going to get used for anyway.
Oh yeah, I should do that. Ink and a gas tier. Ah, damn you, merchant! You're back. You must die.
That bastard spooked the hell out of me the other day. I was just trying to figure out where these weird villager noises were coming from in my little mine shaft, and sure enough,
Welcome.
uh,
Come on, Darut.
you know, he was there with, you know, an invisibility potion.
Ah. Are you killing the merchant again?
Maybe he had some good trades to
No.
offer.
No, I didn't kill anything. He just vanished.
Hey, Russell.
Yeah.
There is paper in the materials chest. Make a map and copy one for Alex.
I have a map.
I copied over my explored map to Russell
okay.
earlier today.
Okay.
Oops. Ooh, I got some leather from the llamas. Alright, we take
You
paper.
killed his llamas.
I do feel it's cheap
yeah, I
to try and use something to locate certain things, but
At this point,
it's getting a little old. So I think if this continues, there might be a website where you can just plug in.
yeah, no, the one that little forum recommended, it was called, I think, Amidst, and it was something. Clearly, I clicked on it. Clearly meant for PC players.
Hey, how did you get way over
But,
there, Alex?
Where?
You plug your
This is like super far from me.
you plug
That's
in
weird.
like.
Oh,
your
wait a
world's
minute. Are you looking at the
custom
map?
Yeah?
I'm in the Nether right now.
It's showing I can see
Oh.
you.
So,
Well, yeah, 1/8.
yeah, I'm traveling
Oh.
8 times the distance, so that would make sense.
Every block he
Yeah.
moves is 8 blocks from you.
Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm not talking about a mod. I'm talking about a literal website where it's like plug in your seed and it will go and just run the math on it to locate it.
Yeah, no, that's what it was. It was talking about was it puts in like your world's custom seed, and it will literally map out biomes, fortresses, strongholds, woodland mansion. It'll map out any point of interest. Huh. But yeah, no, at this point it's been an insane amount of exploring for you guys.
Yeah, and don't get me
We
wrong, like I like exploring, but the Nether is kind of repetitive. It gets old.
Yeah, and I mean, there's no mobs of interest really. I mean, it's not like there's a nightfall and you get to, fight 3, 4 different types of mobs.
No, the only
There's always
it's just pigment or
Pigment and
gas,
gas.
sometimes a fire blob, and then it gets in a little more interesting once you find a fortress, which of course.
Hola, senor.
Hey, there you are.
You teleported to him? How'd you do that?
As an operator, I can do that.
Oh, fancy.
I forgot I could do that. I was like, man, I guess I gotta go find him in the Nether now. I was like, wait, I can teleport to him.
That's a nice color setting for the Nether. I changed my background lights. On my stream. I mean, well, okay.
Damn, thirsty Rex?
Okay, so we're 91 blocks up. And I think...
So we... Damn, dude. How much water are you gonna drink? I filled up his freaking bowl of water. I know he wasn't that thirsty. He had some earlier.
I need to test something. I'm going to backtrack a bit. I'm going to see if we can figure out exactly how high the upper ceiling on the Nether is. Because I know in the overworld it's 256. But I read that the Nether is supposed to have the same ceiling height. However, it seems like we're close to the top. So either the actual ceiling height is not 1/8, but like half that, or we're literally only halfway up through the Nether, in which case that might be part of the issue.
We need to go higher.
I mean, that might explain the wide expanses.
Yeah, we may
let's
have
go
to
up.
go higher. Well, that's why I was saying I wanted to try that. So,
the ceiling is, I mean, relatively speaking to everything else, flattish.
yeah. Well, it's meant to literally mimic the underside of the overworld. So once you get too high, you just hit bedrock again.
Ah. And you're gonna come right up into a fortress, dead center of it.
Probably.
The portal is just, 20 blocks below the first fortress.
Well, good thing there's bamboo scaffolding.
What, you mean scaffolding?
No,
No,
I was just saying that if it turned out that there was a fortress directly above the portal.
Scaffolding.
Dude, why didn't we think of that before? Okay, we need to go up. Just take an elevator. That's what it feels like when you're going through it now. Oh my god, oh my god, ow, 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 ow. Oh shit. You will survive. No, I'm not okay. Oh, I was eating bedrock. Not bedrock, I was eating a lemon, and the lemon just went up my nose. Oh.
So 256 cut in half would be 120 something. So yeah, it's about half the height.
So we're about right.
We're 30 from the top,
Here.
but it's.
It will be right here halfway. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong thing. Never mind. Oops. So, what layer do we need to be at then?
It doesn't really matter. My point is, we are towards the top of the area.
Oh, okay.
There's not a whole nother layer above us, so that's not a concern.
Okay.
That is a big old drop. Actually, that kind of perspective, almost going like top to bottom down at an angle into the lava sea, is pretty cool. If I'm gonna be totally honest.
Yeah. Work hard, play hard.
So for whatever reason, the Harley Quinn movie, Birds of Prey, has not. It's struggling a bit, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
And
It's called the worst movie since Green Lantern.
was it really?
Yep.
Oh
It says
wow!
it had the worst. It was one of the worst openings and it's like right there with Green Lantern. It still hasn't even made as much money as Green Lantern did when it first came out. It's close, but
So where it's funny or sad, depending what you want to call it, there are a bunch of people slandering the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
what? Why?
They're
It's not even out yet.
yeah, but they're blaming it for the failure of Birds of Prey.
How can you blame a movie that hasn't even released yet for the failure of a movie that's already been released?
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, Sonic is probably one of the movies that I'm actually gonna go to a theater to see, just because they did the whole pool of production whenever they, people were like, no, Sonic looks fucking weird. They pulled production, and I think it was something like spent an additional $10 million reproducing it to change Sonic's look.
yeah.
And
Yeah, they made him look very
like,
authentic now.
that looking like the fact that they're listening to fans, I feel like that just needs to be rewarded.
Yeah, no shit.
Like you went back and
really,
spent all this money. Let us pay it back.
Yeah, I mean, legitimately, like if
Maybe
you're not gonna go see it,
even if it's not done
you
fantastic.
have no right to bitch.
Yeah, even if it's not done fantastically, honestly, the fact that you actually have going and supporting that concept alone, that
Yeah.
It almost has nothing to do with the movie.
Don't get me wrong, I am interested in the movie.
Me too.
I'm interested. I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be great. I am expecting it to be okay. But that aside, the fact that they did bother listening to the fans, tried to make good on it. There are many more studios, honestly, should be doing that, and that was intense.
Whoa, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
What? Floating
Part of
penis
the world
block?
that's not rendered? No.
No,
Down there in the lava.
no, I'm not having that issue.
Dude, I can see underneath the lava. It looks like there's a whole nother place.
Yeah, no, just
Like
the fact
I'll
that
show
they
you.
did that. Like, I mean, I'm willing to spend my $12
Yeah, well,
and say, hey, thank you.
that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like if it makes a statement, then more studios will begin listen to feedback on stuff instead of going, it's good enough. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Watch, I'll show you.
we need the exact inverse of how M. Night handled the Last Airbender.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started.
I won't.
Oh my god, don't.
I won't.
That was so bad. I don't even know how you take that story and make it bad.
Well, he didn't give a
But
fuck.
he-
That's why.
Did it?
He said that he took the job because his kids really liked the series, so he wanted to do it for them. And then when all the negative press came out revolving around it, his literal statement was, "Well, it's just a show for kids. Why is it such a big deal?"
Yeah.
And it's like, if that's how you feel about any piece of media, then you're doing it fucking wrong. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. What irritated me about that was, like, he knew so little about the show, like, to even realize, like, he forced, like, a change in pronunciation for Aang.
Yeah, like in Hindu, we
it's
pronounce it
Indian. It's
Ong.
Ong. And it's like, dude, this is, you do realize, an American-made animated show.
Like
there was no.
the reason why his
and I mean,
reasoning behind it though is because
beyond that, the
Aang,
world,
he said the Airbenders are more like monks, and like
Well,
like
the
Hinduism.
world as it was written had no continental division like we have. It was a different kind of division. but he
It
had
was-
to put that in there, and it seemed super pretentious every time they said his name, because it sounded like the white dude that's like, I don't know,
The white guy that wants to sound like he
scolding you
knows
for
what he's
cultural
doing.
appropriation.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Like he
that
just
almost like the white guy who thinks he knows like better than the actual person.
yes, like the white guy who tells the Jamaican that his dreads are racist.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the way he did it, it was so pretentious, and it was clear he didn't know anything about the show, which is a real shame because I mean, yes, it's got its quirkiness and it's got its childlike adaptations,
You know,
but
Netflix is
really,
doing a live action series of Airbender, right? Last
I
Airbender.
have, yeah, I don't know, I haven't heard about that, but
I had
Oh
heard.
no! Hold on. Before you say anything, the
before I finish my
creator,
sentence,
no, the creator of the last Airbender, is got creative control.
Yeah. There's
Well, that's
been
good.
talk that Netflix is working on it. They want to make a live action series, and
a series.
Huh?
A series.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool.
And they brought the original guys on board to make it because it was such a bad fuck up before. They basically said like, we don't know if we can trust anybody else to do this, so why
Yeah.
not, And
And
You know how-
I kind of enjoyed the idea of it being a movie, series. I was super excited for it whenever it was announced originally. And then I heard Shyamalan was running it, and to be honest, I do not like almost anything he's done.
The movie Signs was
he's-
awesome.
I
love Signs.
I have mixed feelings about his works. I was apprehensive
He's
when
got like 2 good movies.
I was apprehensive
Yeah.
when I heard that he was making it. Then I saw the trailer
Right.
and I was excited because it was
Yeah.
like the trailer looked like it's going to deliver.
Yeah, it did. No, that one, it was, and I mean, like, I think one of the big things, other than, like, just, I don't know, it was the final scene was completely changed for Water.
Yeah.
Rather than him, having the whole ordeal with the moon spirit and then becoming that giant water beast, he just threw a fucking wave, and that was the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Well, I mean, honestly, there's so much backstory as well as, present progress that's told in book 1, that trying to condense that all into one movie is almost impossible. I think that in
Right.
order to pull it off, they actually should have changed book 1 into 2 separate films, and then
Yeah.
gone from there. They probably could have made a separate movie for book 2, 3, maybe. What I forget. Were there 3 or 4 books? There were 3, right?
3.
Yeah.
3.
So
It was him progressing through the other 3.
yeah.
endings.
I think book 1 should have been split into 2 parts. Book 2 probably could have been a single one, and book 3 could have gone either way, depending upon how much they want to cut, or how much they want to stretch it out.
Yeah.
You wanna know what's funny?
Yeah, no, but I
After-
mean, that wild. That show is just truly a magnificently written show.
What are you gonna say, Havoc?
I said, no, what's funny, after he made that movie, he got so much backlash from that, he didn't make another fucking movie for over a decade.
Yeah.
He just recently came out with a new movie.
and I mean, for good reason. He thought, again, like, he took the approach of, well, it's for kids, why does it fucking matter? And he had to learn the hard way.
That's where he's wrong. It wasn't for kids, it was for his kids.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
That was one of those shows that really crosses the age barrier, just because they dealt with, like, yes, it was in most of the time an animated series. Well, all the time it was an animated, but most of the time it was playful and it was fun. But then there were those times where, and backstory a lot of the time was just these massively real issues.
Well, not just that,
about
even
life.
even the stuff where it can be playful, or some of the, like, it's handled well. Everything is handled intelligently.
It's a real balance. Like, it's one of those shows that, like, you would expect parents to watch and enjoy with their children
Yes.
while their kids are enjoying it.
Well,
damn it.
like my current girlfriend, and even my last girlfriend. My current girlfriend is 1 year older than me. My last girlfriend was 16 years older than me. I exposed both of them to the show, and they both loved it. Like, it really is one of those things where it doesn't matter what your age is. It's just a good fucking show.
Yeah. God, now I want to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I still gotta see Korra. Was that one as good?
Oh God, it's just as good. I loved it. I'm sorry, I did.
In some regards, I think it's better.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
It's like around the time of steampunk, like where there's industrial and cars and stuff, and it's really cool.
well,
I like it.
not only that, they ended up having 4 books for her, and instead of having the traditional, advancing through the elements, she actually, from a very young age, is proficient with earth, water, and fire.
Right. I'd seen the first couple of episodes, and I do remember, like, episode 1.
Her issue is
that, like, these...
air. She has a lot of trouble dealing with air, because it doesn't quite work with her personality. And the first season, a lot of it is her dealing with that, but there's also, because it is a follow-up, and it took, they didn't make it until like a decade after the first one wrapped, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, they knew that their audience was going to be older, so they scaled the show appropriately, and it does deal with more mature topics and more serious, more realistic, I guess, close to home conflicts. The first one, like, I guess the big issue is her learning her airbending, but it's also a matter of, like,
her learning to control her emotions, kind of thing.
No.
She was being a teenager, pretty much.
No. The underlying issue of that season is understanding equality, and why full equality does not make a perfect world.
Okay.
The
I've seen the first couple of episodes.
There's a faction called the Equalists, and it's basically an extremist faction who doesn't like the fact that benders have powers. They feel threatened by them, so they start essentially running this network. I don't quite want to say a terrorist network, to kind of like, at first it starts off as a sort of like X-Men type of thing, like, they need to be regulated, they need to be kept in check, and then you have a guy who straight up he learns how to start taking their bending away.
Oh.
So
Aang did something like that.
And then the next one is the Book of Spirit. That one focuses on a certain element of, like, light and dark, the balance between both. It gets into a lot of backstory about the spirit realm, which, was barely touched on in the original series. More of the Avatar's role in that world. And I don't want to really get into anything else, because then it'll start to spoil the plot.
Right.
And there's a lot of cool things you'll see. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to download or rent it or something. Because I've tried. No, it's not.
Oh, actually, it's on my YouTube TV.
Not as of a month ago, because I actually tried watching it, and it's not on any streaming service other than, as far as I know, Nick.
I can check it out real quick.
Side note regarding
Oh my God.
Netflix, this new show just launched called Lock and Key.
Oh
Yeah, Kendra's
my
been watching
god, it is so fucking good.
Funny thing, I read the original comics.
Dude, that oh my god. I watched it, and the first episode I was like, I don't know, and then the second, it just kept rolling, and it like, I'm already on edge for season 2.
I'm excited for it, but I'm also a little let down because, like, I know there's certain things that they kind of, change around when you move the production over to, a film medium. But oh my god, there's so much that
That
was
they skipped
just
over.
some of it they skipped, some of it they changed. I think a lot of it was to make it available to a broader audience, to give it that essentially PG-13 rating, because the original comic was, even though it had was centered around high schoolers and kids, it was very graphic.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen it, right, Havoc?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
But the thing is, I don't plan on seeing it, so I don't care.
Okay. I mean, I think you really should, but
Kendra
I
does
think
too,
you'd
but
enjoy it.
I watched.
I
I
think
watched
you
the
would
first
enjoy it.
episode. I was like,
Get through the character development and see if you enjoy it. It takes a little bit, I'll admit. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be for me either, but it was just kind of one of those things. Like, it was new.
Are you still in the Nether?
and
yeah, I'm still in here.
It was
sorry,
something
I
to
stopped
watch
for a second.
I'm running around
So-
exploring.
I'm gonna teleport
just-
to you again.
Okay.
Kind of roped me in, and then all of a sudden it's like, and the way it ended, it's I don't know.
So
I need me a
the
season 2.
the woman who was killed at the end of season 1,
Right.
she, first off, the original comic does a really good job of showing the way that a sociopath operates, because when they, at the end revealed who the one person actually was, and how he'd been, the entire time, in the comic, you know who he is the entire time as it's happening. So you get to see step by step how he manipulates everybody around him to use them.
Right.
The woman that he was, involved with.
How many books are there for that?
Oh boy, I don't remember.
Because I would actually be interested in reading those.
It's not long. It isn't just like a few comics. It's not long, and the first comic is very slow. But it's worth it. Anyway, she never decides to try and turn on him or do the right thing. She's literally just so enthralled with him that she straight up just goes along with it most of the time. And he actually ends up straight up killing her when he's done with her. And it's like...
Rather than the whole switcheroo shenanigans.
Yeah, but the way he does it is also just so brutal. Like, my sister and I both, we've seen a lot of graphic shit. We're used to it, whatever. But even us, it made us go like, "Ugh!" I think they've just had, sex in the shower. And then he starts confronting her about something. And he's angry at her, and he decides that he's done with her. So, she's like, I'm sorry, whatever, I'll make it up to you. And he does the classic villain bit of like, oh, I'll forgive you, and then kills her. So he says he forgives her. He pulls her in for a kiss. They start kissing. Then he bites her lower lip and shoves her head back. So he literally tears her lower jaw open from lip to chin.
Jesus.
And while she's writhing around on the floor, he just grabs a knife and stabs her to death.
Okay, I don't know what happened. You cut out there.
Oh, nothing. He does the thing where he like just mutilates her face, and while she's writhing in pain, he gets a knife and he stabs her. Like that's it. She's dead.
That is wild. No, it's I have okay. So what I was thinking at the end of the show, just the way that the cinematics were done with the blue light skipping out.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay, let's see here.
I noticed like for one, I don't know, 2 seconds maybe, it focused on one of those bullets dropping on the rocks and kind of cooling down almost like it was molten steel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if those little blue bullets aren't what is forged into new keys.
Do you want me to tell you?
No, but
okay.
I feel like that's what's about to happen.
I can tell you one thing that, well, no, it actually, like, it isn't a thing, but it does kind of relate to some other stuff, so it's better if I don't.
I don't. I'm probably gonna read the comics. I mean, this is how I ended up. I watched, The Walking Dead first season or some crap like that, and while I was waiting for the next season, I just got all of the comics and read every one of them. And I mean, with that show, it eventually became, 2 completely different stories.
There are
similar characters.
There are certain things that they're moving around in the chronological order, and then others that they're shifting with how they're handling certain conflicts. Some of it, well, like I said, some of it is to make it more age appropriate, and then some of it I think is just a budget angle where they're trying to come across with a very simple solution to things as opposed to
that would be incredibly expensive to portray cinematically. Not
incredibly expensive, like it's totally doable, especially with some of the stuff that Netflix has pulled off, and that is can be accomplished with special effects now. Very nice shot.
Yeah, some of Netflix. Some of my favorite shows are Netflix originals out of other countries.
Welcome.
I just finished watching. God, what was it called? I can't remember because I'm thinking of the one I just started watching today, called Omniscient. That one's out of Brazil, and I watched the first episode today. Solid start. But, God, what was the name of that show?
So the last episode when...
Ragnarok.
When they're fighting the shadows?
Yeah.
The way
I felt like that was... I don't know, it seemed wild. It seemed like there should have been more to that episode.
So, yeah, they end up fighting... In the comic, they end up fighting the shadows. They hold him back for a while, and then Dodge basically says, fuck this, and knocks out the lights and pools all the shadows together to form a giant, like, shadow monster. And it's like...
Almost like the rendering of her.
No, it's more beast-like, and when I say giant, I mean it's bigger than... Like, it's the size of the house.
Right.
So the kids freak out for a minute. Well, they found something earlier called the giant key, and they find where it goes in the middle of all this trouble. And they use it, and there's basically like a place in the floor of the house where you use it and you get inside an opening, and it seals up, and then out of the side of the house it produces a giant body double that you can then control. So... Tyler becomes like giant Tyler, grabs the monster, drags it down the coastline, and kills it by shoving it into a goddamn lighthouse.
Oh, that's awesome.
Welcome. Last year 6996 _.
So you kind of understand, like...
the playing down of it all.
Yeah,
I mean, I
like
can
that
kind of see
versus
why they didn't. I mean, they had what 10 episodes to work with, and I mean, who knows what the budget was on that. And
yeah,
I have to imagine the budget was fair based on, or I don't know, because they are doing quite a bit of advertising for it. Um,
yeah. And don't get me wrong, like the story's good. I'm still glad they made it, and I still think it works. It's just knowing the comics and like at first I went, when I saw the trailer and it had what's her face getting sprayed with blood, I was like, oh shit, they might actually be keeping it the same like graphic content it had. And then when it turns out it's like the amateur film club, I went, uh-huh.
yeah. I mean, you can
Okay.
kind of tell it's all, you know, B
Um,
and C listers, but I don't know. Once you get past kind of, I don't know. There is at first before you really, at least for me, before I really got involved into the story, it was like I'm noticing, these kids taking pauses between their lines, like they're holding their breath for a specified amount of time, kind of
hmm.
thing. Like you could tell it felt scripted.
I know we're getting close to the portal, but I'm turned around and I'm having trouble locating it, so pardon my
okay.
wandering back and forth.
I don't know. Now that now that I know there's a graphic novel associated with it, that'll probably be something I'm looking up fairly soon.
Yeah. That was, like I said, it starts off kind of slow, so don't, if it's dragging,
I
just give it
never like
time.
honestly whenever I start things like that, and even with shows, I always give them quite a while for just character development
I give a
because it's
fair
like
amount, but
I've got to
honestly,
get
like,
used to it.
it was so slow. Like, it was my sister who got it originally, and she said, this is good, you should read it. So she handed me the comics. And I went, okay, cool. And I got through the first one, and I was like, I don't know. And because literally, I think the first one just has the ghost key, and that's it. It doesn't.
Oh wow, they didn't introduce the ghost key until like halfway through the series.
Yeah, and it's like he uses it. Bodhi uses it. He flies around a bit and then goes back in. It's like, okay, cool, magic key, whatever. And other than that, it's like,
If you come to where I'm at, I'm by the portal.
awesome. Okay, heading your way, I think. Yes.
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah.
wondering. There was like they used that initially, and Bodhi used it, and I was just like, why the hell isn't he using this to go and get some answers? The whole time, I'm just like, they're trying to figure this thing out, and they've got their great great grandfather who clearly knows a ton about the keys, key house, and all of that. Why aren't they going to him?
Yeah.
Like they have a key that has legitimately just never been taken from them that could provide them with a stupid amount of answers.
They That's another one actually that ends up becoming a big deal. I never quite finished the comics. At the time, my sister was buying them, and it was like, she's getting them anyway. Why does it matter if I'm not going to go out of my way to read them or to get my hands on them if she's already buying them, right? So, she ended up getting the last of them and didn't tell me. And it was much later I was talking to her, and she was like, "Oh shit, I never let you read that?" And I was like, "No." And then, "Oh no!" So, yeah, I haven't actually seen the full ending yet, but I was towards the end. I was like I was on the last or second to last. The sort of bait and switch they did at the end of season 1 here with the characters, they do that at the end or in the last comic that I read. except it's not with what's her face.
Right.
They Dodge fakes his death. Exits through the girl's door, and somehow Bodhi ends up going through it. So Dodge comes back and possesses Bodhi's body.
Oh.
So nobody realizes what's going on. And
I wonder how they're probably gonna switch that into, and I mean just from what I've seen with graphic novel TV adaptations, things switch around a bit. I wonder if they're gonna put Little into one of them.
It was. I doubt it, considering everything else that's been done and what they're trying to avoid. I think it would get too dark. Because you know when she gets the lighter key, and she pushes the kid into the subway.
Oh god, that was no, that one I straight up dropped my jaw for that. I was like, holy shit.
Well, something like that happens with Bodhi. Once he possesses Bodhi's body, they're waiting at the school bus stop, and there's some kid that's being a shithead, and Dodge just waits there, and as the bus is pulling up, he just kind of shoulders the kid in front of the bus.
Oof.
You know, and
yeah, no, I mean I can appreciate the darkness. I mean it makes sense with shows with this kind of
like I said, I think they're going for that age rating. You know, you get more people watching it.
Yeah.
Having you know, children murder children is something that people have problem handling. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that one was a shocker with the lighter key. I was not expecting that. I was fully expecting her to, like, throw him through a door into, you know, a desert, a jungle, a faraway city. Literally anything. But straight into the fucking tracks. That was some good production right there.
And that, well, obviously, from what I've said already, that's mellow compared to everything else that, you know, happens in the show or in the book.
Right. And I mean, the big one I've got to go off, the only one I ever really read, you know, most of and watched simultaneously was The Walking Dead, and that just became two different beasts, but the comic was so much darker. Like, I mean, for instance, like, Rick's baby in The Walking Dead survives, but in the comic, there is straight up a full page, not just a square, a full page of after the baby's born, Rick's wife carrying her, and the big bad from that, you know, saga, taking a fucking sniper, a rifle with a scope, and literally blasting it through her chest, through the baby, killing them both. And as far as I know, I quit watching The Walking Dead quite a while ago. But as far as I know, the kid is still alive and is one of the main characters. But
sorry for not getting back to you, Havoc, with the screenshot you sent me. My phone did not alert me to it.
Oh, it's alright.
But I get what you're saying.
oh shit.
I stopped watching The Walking Dead like halfway through the season before last. It was already getting dumb, and
Yeah, no.
I have a rule where, like, if I've liked a show and it starts getting bad, I will kind of like keep a running tally, so to speak, on how pleased or displeased I am with it, and once it sinks below a certain level, that's when I peace out.
Yeah.
And it just continued to go into the territory of dumb without many redeeming features at that point. And I went, okay, it's gone, and my girlfriend
Shit
is.
phantoms.
Guess it's time to go and hit those mattresses.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I've with The Walking Dead, I think I started to lose interest season 5 or 6. And then whenever Andrew Lincoln announced that he was quitting the show, I was like, the way it's structured without Rick, there's not much of a show.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
And the fact that it's continued for at least I think they're on season 10 now.
you know why he left, by the way, right?
It was, I mean, as far as what I read, I mean, his original interviews whenever he announced it was legitimately what he was saying was just because he was, essentially tired of being away from his family.
Well, there was also a big conflict between a bunch of the staff and the writer director, because the kid who plays I can't even remember his name now. The one who got his eye shut out, Rick's son.
Carl.
Yeah, the kid who plays Carl, like, he was turning 18, and he basically said, like, okay, so, like, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. Should I go to school? Should I plan on being in this for a while and buy a house? What, like, I need to know what's...
for some life advice.
Well, no, not even life advice. Like, tell me where the direction things are going so I can figure out what I can do. I just need to know, what the schedule is on this. And the writer, director, whoever the fuck it was like, oh yeah, you're going to be around for ages, don't worry about it. And then that season they killed off his character after he had gone and literally bought a house and got set up to try and, like, this is the way that things are going to be.
Be there for years.
Yeah. So, yeah, they totally fucked him. Just because they wanted to make sure that nothing got leaked about the story.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sorry, that ain't okay. So, yeah. A lot of people basically just took the stance of, you know what, I don't know if I want to be dealing with this anymore. If, that can happen to us, or especially the fact that you have, a kid who's getting his life going, and then all of a sudden...
Dude, I just got a badass enchanting book.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Respiration 2, Frostwalker 2, Quick Charge 1, Infinity 1.
What is Frostwalker?
That's what I was about to ask.
I don't know.
And what was the one after Frostwalker?
Let me look. It was Quick Charge 1.
I think Quick Charge is going to go with a bow that's going to let you... you draw it and you shoot it.
Yeah.
There's no wind-up time.
Yeah. I imagine Frostwalker, I mean, the only thing that really
Frost
makes sense
damage?
to me, I was gonna say it's gotta have something to do with your sliding on ice.
That might be a thing. I mean, that seems like it's a minor issue. But...
Yeah, it does, but I mean, I can't think of what else Frostwalker would be. Because, I mean, there's no cold damage or anything like that, so you're not becoming impervious to cold.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I can think of that, has anything to do with cold and walking would be a reduced slide on the ice.
Yeah.
Maximum levels 2. Primary items, non-secondary items, boots, enchantment weight 1, compatible with Death Strider, name spaced ID. Frostwalker is an enchantment to boots that creates frosted ice blocks when walking over water.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
But
So you can walk on water
yeah,
because you turn it into ice. There's actually
damn
an
it.
achievement I was looking at whenever I got, what was it? I was looking at the achievements I'd got already, and there's an achievement for something like being, it was using Frostwalker and being like 50 or 100 or something blocks away from any piece of land on the
Okay.
ocean
Oh,
while using Frostwalker.
Respirations for underwater breathing. Respiration extends underwater breathing time by plus 15 seconds,
yeah.
depending on the level.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an enchantment for helmets.
Yes.
Okay, I got all these stupid enchantments in one book.
Yeah.
So you got one for helmets and one for boots on one book.
And
Yeah.
one for bows. Well, two for bows.
Yeah. It's an odd book.
So
It's really a shame you can't, like...
And the quick charge is for crossbow, not for bow.
Okay.
Dude, crossbows are straight up what saved me during my raid. Those bastards were dropping crossbows, and I had like 6 of them equipped to my bar, and I would just like hide out and load all 6 of them.
Oh.
And so I'd pop and I'd just click my way through all of them and take them down as they were coming at me. And then I'd run off and I'd reload and I'd do it again.
Well, imagine how crazy that shit's gonna get when you can start getting poison arrows to go with it.
Yeah, no, that was... Honestly, that was a lot of fun. I did enjoy doing that little raid.
What do I need to do? I need to get some seeds and feed some more chickens.
I got the what was it? The banner, obviously from
Yeah.
killing the pillager, and then I got the once I completed it, Totem of Undying.
Yeah, those come from the necromancers. If
That's a cool little thing, and I got like 37 emeralds or some crap, which I just traded to my villagers to level them up.
So, Totem of the Undying, if you have it equipped in your offhand, that makes it to where if you would die, it prevents that once. It's an extra life.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, because I haven't put keep inventory or anything like that on my world.
No, most of the time I don't. To me, you know, if you fuck up, then that's, you know, just it.
Yeah, that world I've got it's pretty interesting. I've only explored like probably the top third of the map, and already a stupid amount of cave systems that I can't even begin to think about exploring. Good sized village, pillagers. Mainly what I did is where I spawned, I just set up a little farmhouse, all the animals, all the plants, started a mine shaft there, and then got off to that village, which I'm still in the middle of just trying to fix. What's proving difficult is I just haven't mined enough to be able to, like, I'd like to put an iron golem there so I could just go and mine or something without having to worry
They'll
about
do that themselves.
my only two
Yeah, you get enough
villagers.
villagers. You get enough villagers there, and once the population gets high enough, they will just get an iron golem.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I just
Kind of scary
cannot
fish.
I'm gonna try.
Apparently not.
I'm gonna build a nice big building next time I'm on my world, and throw a handful of beds in it, and see if maybe, just maybe.
I mean, the first thing we did, well, you know, I cleaned up my village. I made the land more even and structured. I made better paths.
Yeah.
I put up the. We started building the village and it was fine. Then something happened. I think we were there too long during nighttime and it got overrun by zombies, which is when I put up the defensive wall and added all the torches. But I digress. Once that was done, the first thing we did was built a what I just call a boarding house. Huge house that has like, what was it, 6 beds in it?
Yeah.
And we had 2 villagers. They started producing. Then we managed to snag a 3rd, just on dumb luck. But that was it. Everything else has been picking up great. And there's...
Yeah, there for a while we had like, what, 8, 9 kids running, little kid villagers running around?
Yeah. Yeah. Got a
Yeah,
whole
no,
bunch of
I
them.
gotta get on that, because it's I've got just a handful of zombie villagers, and it's gotten to the point it's like I'm so far off from being able to go and get a brewing stand going that I'm probably just gonna go ahead and kill the zombie villagers as easily as they spawn.
I mean, it isn't too bad to get a brewing stand if you, at least for me, it's always been a lot easier to do that thing with the
buckets.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
fucking
that's what
panda.
I've been
Okay.
considering doing.
Um,
And I mean, if it's not as difficult as it has been on this world, I have all of the stuff necessary. Like, I've got the spider's eyes, I've got the gold, I've got all of that. We mined the shit out of this little building looking for the...
and the potion of weakness, actually is the only potion that does not require nether wart to make it. It's made with fermented spider eye, and then I think you can add a modifier to it. Other than that, you don't actually need nether wart to make weakness. Everything else you do, but not that one.
Did you go back into the nether?
No. I'm gonna be wrapping it up and going to sleep here soon, so
Alright.
I'm just exploring a little bit around the island. But no, the fermented spider's eye is. Do you know how to make that?
I do not. I have a ton of spider's eyes.
Spider eye, sugar, and a brown mushroom.
A brown what?
Mushroom,
Oh.
because you know yeast is a
Simple
fungus.
I actually got a good, that does make sense. I did actually get, I don't know, a handful of sugar from, my raid. So, that was nice.
No sugar canes yet.
I've got plenty at my little farm, but I've been spending all of my time at the village.
Ah,
I started fixing up the land, getting the terrain more manageable, getting like I said, it was just this. Clearly, it just looked like it had been decimated by creepers. There's just random pits, and then literally like 2 blocks underneath, I guess like the church, the place with the brewing stand. Like 2 blocks below that was just a stupid cavern system that was massively open. So I closed that off, put doors on it and all that. It's a pretty interesting little world that it spawned me, though. I mean, like the cavern systems where I spawned are just insane. I'm convinced it's all linked, and I'll get there eventually, but it's like everywhere I go, there's a mountain with a cavern inside of it that goes down and down and down and down. And like even the one that I worked on near where I spawned, it was like I dug down a staircase 12 blocks maybe, and I was in a massive cavern system that I couldn't find the end of.
Just 2. I can take care of them easy peasy.
Okay. Oh yeah, and I took care of a party earlier. That's why there's a banner off like to the side of your domicile. I don't know what you want to call your residence.
Oh, I don't know. Like,
Home
I don't
base.
know what you're talking about. Oh, home base?
Yeah,
Oh shit, there's
that's
more.
what I've been calling it. Yeah, no, I tend to. My first move on these worlds is mining shaft farmhouse. Throw a bed and a chest in it. Work on a fancy house later.
Yeah. Well, when I oh boy, howdy. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking drowned. Holy shit.
Oh my goodness. What is that, like 8 of them?
Something like that.
There we go. Take care of that.
I found out the other day that the Vindicators, the ones that have the axes with the pillagers,
Yeah.
if they hit you while you have your shield up, you cannot use your shield for 5 seconds.
Oh. You know, Vindicators were one of the most intense parts about that raid for me.
I mean, they deal a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, it was like 8, 9 hearts, and I was wearing chainmail, which I still don't even know how to craft.
I don't think you can.
Oh, you have to pick that up.
Yeah, which is kind of weird to me because it's like, it's not as good as regular iron armor. So it's like, cool, you can find this thing that is, you know, not as useful as what you can make.
Just
like,
checkered
yeah.
for fanciness. I mean, it'd be fine if it were like the same armor rating. Yeah, no, those guys were dealing a stupid amount of damage to me. And they all had enchanted axes. Those enchanted axes, though, whenever they dropped them, are about the only reason I completed that raid.
We got 2 tridents out of that. And there's an enderman.
I don't know why my heater's not kicking on now.
I think that is the fastest enderman battle I've ever gone through. Wow.
Yeah, no, you were able to knock him pretty good.
On his hours.
I just hit him in his big dumb face. And then I fell in a pit. Cool. Oh. Cool.
We all fell in the pit. I fell into the pit.
You have a little spring coming out here.
Mm-hmm.
That is opening into a really cool little underground pool.
Cool.
Yeah. Might as well grab up some iron while I'm here.
Don't look
Oh,
at the
shit.
Enderman.
Well, it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, I was planning on
just
going
saw
to
the
sleep.
time.
I was planning on going to
So-
sleep 20 minutes ago, but you know, didn't want to quite turn in yet.
This game just sucks you in, man.
It does.
Yeah.
Minecraft does a good job of sucking you in.
That's what she said.
Boy, this thing keeps
Lava.
going further underground. Found some magma. Found some more iron. Found some more pools. Found some more
Oh, wow.
magma. It looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, these caverns are. I don't know. I run into something similar to this just about any time I dig down in my world right now. Just, it's this massive, I almost want to just call it the underground world. Because I've done so much more exploring underground than I have above. And it's not even like I'm. Oh, was that the mossy cobblestone back there?
It might be, but I'm gonna worry about exploring that later. I think. Well, I'm gonna go to bed is what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna check this out later, and if I like it, I think this is where I'm going to try and set up my residence.
How far are you from home base?
Oh, not far at all.
Yeah, it's right across the way.
Oh. Sweet.
You just found a little cavern.
Nice, nice.
But yeah, anywho's it. I
Alright.
will talk to you guys later. I'll probably be on tomorrow.
I will not. Probably.
You won't be on
Well,
tomorrow
we'll
night?
see. We'll see. I'm running D&D tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
Now, there were a lot of setbacks last week. I don't know exactly how it's going to shake down this time. I hope there's no more problems. I've been working with my friend to try and get his computer resolved. I really fucking hope we've got enough done that it'll work. Because I know everybody's chomping at the bit, and I feel bad. I mean, I know it's not his fault. It was a little bit. When things were blowing up, he should have let me know that something was going wrong, instead of being a joker about it and saying, "Oh, my bathtub's on fire." It's like, yeah, 2D, you're right. Everybody's waiting on you, and that's finally when he was like, "Yeah, my computer won't stop restarting." And I'm like, okay. So, I've been trying to help him get that resolved. Oh my god.
Well, hopefully it works out. D&D's a hell of a good time.
Yeah. So depending upon how that goes, if his system is, I mean, I don't know how things are going to go exactly if they don't work out. If they do work out, that's going to also depend on like how well they work out. Like, is it well enough that? What the fuck is that noise?
That would be
Yeah.
a train.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's okay.
Wow.
So depending upon how it works out, either I'm going to be, if his system is behaving like properly, then he's really been wanting to play a game with me, and we'll go do that. If not, then I might jump on after D&D. It really depends on how everything comes together.
Did you already leave my world?
No.
I did.
Oh, okay. I know you did, Clay.
I've been off. I don't know why I felt the need to answer that.
That is a loud fucking
No.
train. I mean, it's not like I'm not used to them, but Jesus, that is a loud train.
No,
it's really loud in the
I'm
headphones.
in the train station, basically. This is the city that all the trains for BNSF come to be repaired in California. And I'm maybe half a mile off of a track to the north and a mile off a track to the east. So, get a lot of train noise here.
I can hear that. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, it's about to be gone.
Well, no big deal. I'm almost back to the home base, and then I'll bounce out.
Okay. Well,
I
on
don't
that
wanna
note,
quit in the middle of you, and then you in the middle of something.
I'm out of here, guys. I will catch you next time.
Okay, take care.
Get out of here. Nobody wants you around. No, I'm kidding. All right, talk to you tomorrow, dude.
boy. All right, later on, guys. Later.
I'm not in the middle of something per se, but I'm just traveling back, so I know where I am when everything comes back on. That's all.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was supposed to go to bed like an hour and a half ago.
Oh, yeah, about the same with me. Well, no, for me it's just a half an hour. That was my plan, but oh well. Oh, and you're back to your roof of fire.
My what?
Your roof of fire.
Yeah, I had enemies spawning up top of there.
Oh.
And I'm dropping down into my ship.
Yeah, that's understandable. I need to put that Nautilus shell away. Fuck. I'm just gonna... Okay, that and that. I'll deal with the rest of it later.
You're good.
One last check-in on the chickens, and then that's that. Hey, chickens.
Huh.
Honestly, like,
Figured out how,
chicken
figured out
fat.
how the Ravagers, not the Ravagers, but the raid party keeps ended up in my fucking... inside my walls.
How's that?
There's a fence underneath this fence, and it allows them to get up on the lip and jump over. I just broke it down. Now they can't get on. And the hell? There we go. Yes, do it. Yes. Yes, yes.
Chicken orgy.
Oh, there's an egg. Throw it. Oh, got a chicken. I picked up one egg and I threw it and a chicken came out.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Soon there will be many chickens. I mean, that used to always be the thing, was like, as soon as I would find a chicken and get some seeds, I would make a chicken foundry, and then, like, you know, food and certain supplies you're taken care of. But,
Yeah.
the last, you know, when I started my last world, I didn't do that. I don't remember quite why. If I was having problems finding chickens or what, but... Anyway.
That was weird. Alright. Oh.
Okay.
Smoke a cigarette. Turn on some TV, I guess, and try to go to sleep.
I'm just going to be skipping straight to the going to sleep part, or trying to. Other elements really aren't an option. Anyway, that's weird.
What?
Oh, nothing. The strip lights being goofy. Yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes. We'll also see how Friday goes. Saturday is, well, I don't want to say a definite no. We're supposed to be having dinner with my girlfriend's parents, but I mean, you know,
Saturdays probably will be a no for me though, because Kendra's got Sunday off, so
okay. No big deal.
I know her and her friend Lauren, they'll want to do something if they're going to be here.
But
And
Sunday is, you know, we'll figure it out. I mean, you know.
yeah, Friday I'm going to be cooking that tri-tip. Tomorrow I'm cooking my chili, so my chili is gonna be left over, and it will be left over for like a few weeks.
That but yeah, if you want to get that smoky flavor, I'm just take some wood chips, soak them in water, and then put that on the bottom of the stove.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what like what you and Clay said to do: sear it and then put it in there for what you said, 300 for 45 minutes.
I would do it closer to 300.
Okay.
And I would do 45, maybe even a little longer, depending upon how long it's in there. Or depending upon how... Maybe even do it a little longer, depending upon how slowly it's cooking. It's hard for me to tell if I don't... If I can't see, how large it is, what its surface area, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Is it regular tri-tip, or is it Santa Maria style?
It's regular.
Okay, you'll be fine then. I was gonna say, if it's Santa Maria style, where it has a big cut of like skin and fat on one side, then you might have a problem. But regular trimmed cut, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Actually, that would be
Sounds good.
That would be a good experiment to try at some point. Is figure out how to cook a Santa Maria cut like it's grilled, because that was one thing I didn't think about. Was the Santa Maria cut really depends on having that fire to directly cook that one side, and you aren't going to quite get that with a pan.
Because I also gotta cook it darker, like more than I usually do. You know how I like my shit rare.
Yeah.
Well, I literally can't eat rare anymore. It fucks up my stomach too bad. So I cook it a little bit better. Like it's pink. It's like pinkish in the middle.
Well,
it's juicy, but it's not bloody.
Yeah,